Okay, y'all. We gonna sit here and chop it up. She talking about can we go at one? It's 41 degrees out here. It actually feels good, but she still ain't ready. So now I done came all the way over here because she was saying she ready for her not to be ready. We got time, so I pop back out for y'all. Now y'all can just keep me company. I need to see if any of the stores I need is close over here to her. So we could just finish our shopping. That would be good. Kill two birds with one stone. But it depends on what all stores she. Mm, it depends on what all stores she want to go to. I dropped the link, so if anybody want to come up here and keep me company, y'all can until somebody go live for us to watch. Mhm. Okay. I pinned that in the chat. Let's see. Do y'all want to do some morning news? What y'all want to talk about? Let me see. What we can I can play all the let me see before it disappear. Let me see what I put on my community wall for y'all news segment. Um Linda Hiller went live, Reed went live, Pastor went live, Duchess Kelly Love. Ro, are you really fucking slow or is this a play? Do tell. Like y'all be never was live. Let's laugh at a fool. Um, what's my do? Dang, Sean Dayway went live. Girl, Sincere went live. Brian went live. Okay, so somebody took their live down because I got an empty space. Hold on, y'all. I'm going through here to see if I can find the end for Chicago mayor. Do y'all want to hear what the people in Chicago been saying about our mayor? Like I can let y'all listen to that. Mhm. So hold on, let me turn it on. Hold on. Yeah, we can let y'all hear what they had to say about our mayor, baby. Okay. $74 billion on illegal immigrants here in Chicago, Illinois since 2022. Now, you still feel like you have to harbor these illegals, which is not a good idea. And in my personal opinion, I don't think it's a good idea. Hold on. There we go. Now y'all can hear loud and clear. Oh, dang. What is going on? Hold on.
$1 million credit line is going to work exactly because the key word is credit. So how much will we be using from this $40 million? And the real question is how much will we be paying back? Now, you want to sit here, you and JB Prisker want to puff out your chest and fight Tom Homan. We need Tom Homan here in Chicago.
Hey, money.
Now, we are $1 billion in debt. That's absolutely insane. Kamala Harris, she spent $1 billion on her campaign less than a year, and she's 20 million in debt. So it's looking like Democrats are bad with money. Now, you ignored me for 10 to 15 seconds last time I was speaking, and I really did not appreciate that at all. But I got a Christmas present for you. Let's remind the people of Chicago that Brandon Johnson spent $32,000 in campaign funds on haircuts and makeup. So I got an early Christmas present for you, Brandon Johnson. This is some makeup for you right here. You got some rouge. You got the makeup brush right there. So you can save this people some money for crying out loud. Now, let me tell you people, I'm going to be serious here. We need to start voting different in these cities like New York and Chicago. Stop voting these people in. It's not Democrat versus Republican anymore. It is populist versus establishment. It is the populist versus the establishment. Stop letting them trick you into the race baiting when it comes to Brandon Johnson. Oh, black people need help too. Trump he want to hurt black people. What are you talking about? We're legal here. We are legal. Listen, man, you got a 14% approval rating. So the people is looking like They're telling you that you're fired, man. Please do your job. I don't care if you're black. Chicago needs to get rid of DEI. I don't care if you're black. Can you do the job? And it's looking like you can't do the job. Thank you very much for your comments. Your Honor, there are no further speakers who have time.
Okay, so they didn't want to hold on. Let me turn this down. They didn't want to hear what he had to say. So they give you a time limit to speak, so they can try to make sure they get through everybody.
Even as we make progress in the fight against the fraudsters, we now see an organized group of political actors seeking to take advantage of a crisis. I don't want to mince words here. Donald Trump and his allies in Washington and in St. Paul and online want to make our state a colder, meaner place. They want to poison our people against each other by attacking our neighbors. And ultimately, they want to take away much of what makes Minnesota the best place in the country to raise a family. They've already begun trying to withhold funds that were meant to help families afford child care. And they have no intention of stopping there. Make no mistake.
Hey, DM Show.
Should be concerned about fraud in our state government. We cannot effectively deliver programs and services if we can't earn the public's trust. That's why over the past few years, we've made systemic changes in the way we do business. We've gone to the legislature time and time again to get more tools to combat fraud. We've hired people we fired people who weren't doing their jobs. We've seen people go to jail for stealing from our state. We've cut off whole streams of funding in partnership with the federal government, where we saw widespread criminal activity. We put new locks on the doors of our remaining programs, and we've hired a new head of program integrity to make sure that those locks can't be broken. All across this state, Minnesotans are hard at work on this problem. Advocates, administrators, investigators are on the front lines defending the integrity of our state's programs. And I want to give a very heartfelt thank you to all of them. There is more to do. A single taxpayer dollar wasted on fraud should be intolerable. And while there's a role to play for everyone, from the legislature to prosecutors to insurance companies to local and county government,
that's what's on YouTube, boo.
My administration has been taking fast, decisive action to solve this crisis. We'll win the fight against the fraudsters. But the political gamesmanship we're seeing from Republicans is only making that fight harder. We've got Republicans here in the state legislature playing hide and seek with potential whistleblowers. We've got conspiracy theorist right-wing YouTubers breaking into our daycares, demanding access to our children. We've got the president of the United States.
Oh wow! So they putting on them people. They putting them YouTubers on blast that did them videos.
And it's dangerous. Republicans are playing politics with the future of the state. It's shameful. And I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. We welcome ideas from anyone, in any party, from any walk of life, who wants to help us continue to stay ahead of these criminals. And we welcome the involvement of the federal government. I am grateful to the career professionals at the U.S. Attorney's Office and the FBI who have been helping us fight this fight for years. But I cannot abide the actions of the political leadership in Washington. These opportunists are willing to hurt our people to score cheap points. They and their allies have no intention of helping us solve this problem, and every intention of trying to profit off of it. Which brings me to this. 2026 is an election year. Election years have a way of ramping up the politics at a time that we simply can't afford more of that in Minnesota. In September, I announced that I would seek a historic third term as Minnesota's governor. And I have every confidence that if I gave it my all, we would win that race. But as I reflect on this moment with my family and my team over the holidays, I came to the conclusion that I can't give a political campaign my all. Every minute that I spend defending my own political interest would be a minute I can't spend defending the people of Minnesota against the criminals who prey on our generosity and the cynics who want to prey on our differences. So I've decided to step out of this race, and I'll let others worry about the election while I focus on the work that's in front of me for the next year. I'm passing on this race with zero sadness.
Sincere, let's go, baby. Hey, boo, hold on.
To have the job.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. What you doing?
Nothing. My grandma was getting wanted to come out and go places, so I told her I was gonna come. And then I went to what is that? Bath and Body Works because a
Mm.
friend surprised me with a gift, and I'm trying to think about what to get her in return.
Oh, okay. You know what? They closed down the Bed Bath and Beyonds. You can only order online with them now.
They closed down what?
Bed, Body, and Beyond.
When?
Um, I don't know. I think they did it like maybe a year or two ago because I had just found out myself because I didn't used to go there all the time, but sometimes I would. And so I was like, dang, you can only order online. And then I have this app, right, called Fetch. So whenever you buy something, you can you scan your receipts and stuff and you get points to different places. I usually use my points once I accumulate them. So I'll get like a gift card for maybe 10 or 15, sometimes $25 to Target or whatever. And I use that
Mm-hmm.
towards my toiletries and stuff. But I was thinking about Bed Bath and Beyond, and somebody had told me they had closed down. I said, what? Maybe it's just in California.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of stores is leaving. A lot of stores said that the taxes that they coming up with, they leaving. So, the place that I go get my smoothies and stuff from, I was like, that's crazy. They ain't no longer accepting. They no longer accepting cash. You got to pay by card to get me place an order or pick
Where
up
you
your
get your
stuff.
smoothies from? Jamba Juice or something like that?
No, I go to what you call it, Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Oh, okay. You know, the first time I was ever in Chicago, I was so tripped out. I went to a Jules Osco, right? First of all, I was tripped off about the name, right? And then
Mhm.
I was tripped out by how slender the door was. Like, I was like, how skinny could this, place be, right? Because, everything's just a regular slender door. You don't think it's going to be giant inside. When inside that bitch, I was like, ooh, this is a big ass grocery store,
And
Because
our grocery store sell liquor and all. Let's go.
yeah, how it's lined up though from the outside, And then the first time that wind cut my ass, I said, "Oh, I can't do this. I can't do it." It felt like daggers was going through me. But I went out there with my family. We went to like a not a Juneteenth, but it's another thing that they give out there, and it's for the black community, and we had a good time out there, a really really good time. That was the very first time we went, and matter of fact, I think we stayed at the Hilton Honors, like one of those very nice Hiltons right downtown
Mhm.
and stuff. And then we were driving, and I told my mom, I said, it seemed like we go in a circle. She said everything around here is kind of made in a circle, like the lay of the land.
It kinda is.
Yeah, so but I had a very good time out there. It was nice. I got some good coats too. I was like, ooh, I came back stepping in California. Like, where you get that from? Chicago.
Let's go. So, what I was gonna ask you, okay, so I didn't catch me alive, and then I said
Mm.
I'm not keeping up with it because baby, I'm hearing that Audio did a live. Hey, Ben, baby, Audio did a live, and all these other people did live. People said they just not buying into the lemon saga, and these people fighting over lemon. And then I was like, at this point,
Wait, did Audio do another live?
I don't know because I didn't catch neither, but I was seeing
Oh.
somebody recapping his live, talking about his live.
Mm-hmm. I don't watch his lives like that. Like sometimes I'll catch him. I'm not like saying it like because I dislike him or anything like that.
Hmm.
But I don't really.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you about stuff you would know. So they told me your boy. So did your boy pop back out here and stir up some shit? Cause they said Shaquille did a lie. Cause I don't know what he did to trigger Kaios, but Kaios said, "Okay, Shaquille, let's pick up where we left off." So did Shaquille pop back out?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm gonna go and check and see because sometimes, like, if you don't go live for a while, the notifications don't come up. But he's only been not live for like 4 days. But I've been checking. But I do know that he put like some text messages or DM messages between people on his wall. But so did he go? How'd you find this out? You was on Kyle's wall or something like that?
You know, I'm subscribed to Kaios, King
Mm,
Kaios. So when he do certain posts, My routine is normally to check my notifications and stuff like that because I done turned them back on. So every
Hey,
time they
Pam.
post, because I did ask the question, because I don't know, was it Cho Live or who live I was in, or was it Goosey? It was somebody live. So I did a live this morning. I asked the question, like, I'm subscribed to ODS. I catch all ODS live. Now, I did go to sleep in one of his late night lives because it was smooth and it was calm. So I did
Mm,
go to sleep in one, but they trying to say that it's a beef brewing between ODS and King Roman News. So I did a live because I say I didn't see the beef. Only thing I heard is that King Roman said that people want him to beef at ODS. He don't have to start no beef with ODS. If he wanted to beef with ODS, he'll beef with ODS. But him and ODS was good. So then I asked that question because I seen people. I say we know how the subscribers is. You said Bath and Body Works is different from
yeah, Bath
Bath
and
and
Body
Beyond.
Works
Okay.
is
Hey, Miss
different than.
Kim.
They're two
So I'm
different
like,
places, but I just got to thinking about Bed Bath and Beyond, which I like, and I also like Bath and Body Works. But oh, they must have thought that you thought I was talking about Bath and Body Works. Okay, I get
oh,
where
okay.
they're from.
So then,
Mhm.
I said I'm gonna have to go because I like to be direct and I like understanding. I know when they don't want to hear no reason to dumb down the answer. So I said I'm gonna wait till they go live. Or I'm gonna ask them all since King Roman be tearing up his community wall. I'm just gonna go on over there and type on the wall like King Roman is that a beef? Because I'm not seeing this. So then I asked him my morning live, and Brianna said yeah he be throwing shade. And I'm like, damn, I thought ODS and King Roman didn't have no issues with it. I was like, they was like, well, Room Shaker, ODS scared of King Roman. And I said, I can't vouch that because I ain't never seen him back down there. I have heard ODS say when Reed was saying, ODS, we
Mhm.
gonna need for you to go at Crystal. Why you ain't go at Crystal? You came to me. And ODS was like, I'll go at her when her numbers reach the type of likes and stuff that my videos reach. He's like, other than that, I don't feel like I have to. But then they
Mm,
was like, well, he ain't saying nothing to the shade King Roman throwing. I was like, I ain't catching the shade, but I don't know because I was like, I heard when he made that comment about people want him to go at ODS and they trying to say that they beefing them, but he's like, he ain't got to make up no beef to go at ODS, and he ain't scared of nobody on the board. And I was like, he left it at that. So then people saying he is throwing shade. So I guess it's some lives that I might have missed or I didn't catch where he was throwing shade at ODS. But I say I'm just gonna go out there when I see him or I see ODS if I gotta type on their community wall or hit them up on Instagram. I'm just gonna be bold enough to ask them like, is y'all beefing or not, nigga? Because I'm not seeing what everybody else seeing, or maybe I'm not just deep diving into it. Cause I seen the mention of ODS, but I didn't hear no dragging or nothing. Normally when King Ramen come out, he throw shade and he drag at the same goddamn time. So I'm
mm.
like, girl, but everybody else saying they is seeing it. So I say, damn, can somebody point me to the live? I'm
I
just
haven't
gonna go
seen
ask.
anything. Like I don't think ODS has been live, and maybe I haven't really been paying attention. But you never know because sometimes people get a little shady. They say a little stuff, and KRN he ain't above giving like the light. I want to say like he'll say a thing, and it could be
Hmm.
fashioned in a way where one could take it like he's being innocent in the thing or he's being shady. So it depends on the ear it hits. You know what I mean? Like it really
Right.
just depends on the ear it hits. And um but ODS, I don't see him actually walking into a situation with KRN. I To me, he seems very smart and strategic, whereas that he's not gonna go into an unnecessary fight with a person. You know,
Hey, the
like
trucker's wife. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, like, and also I, ODS doesn't give off to me as the type that just wants to fight for any, for just to be fighting. Like he will
Right.
fight you, but you would have to really kick it off. You would have to kick it off, and then he would finish it, type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so that's what I take from him, but I could be wrong because sometimes my judgment about people be poor. Because even Max and you have been like, girl, you know. But
Right.
I be giving people, I be patient. You know what I mean? I be patient with
You
folks.
be trying to give it the benefit. Hey, Hershey. So, Hershey, I know you messy. Girl, hit the link because you hit link. Girl, because I know you be clocking the T. Did you piece some shade between, where's K Fit? Did you piece some shade between King Roman and ODS? Cause if he
Mm-hmm.
ODS ain't giving that. I know when he came down, I was in his live. He said I barely do live. He say cause I live like real life, been life, and he say he been enjoying himself, so he really don't come out here like that. And that was that on that. Like he didn't say that he was feeling no shade or none. But then at the same time, I'm also looking at the players. Cause I know these people will instigate and make an issue where it ain't now, or they try to stir the pot because they probably want to see a King Roman and an ODS go back and forth like this. Boy, Dreamer was like, Room Shaker, ODS scared of King Roman. He ain't gonna say nothing to
And
King
who
Roman.
said that? Who said that?
Dreamy. Hey, Judy.
Oh, Dreamy Genie.
Yeah. So I'm like, I
Oh,
don't get that ODS would be scared of King Roman. And I was like, maybe y'all seeing something that I'm not. Because I'm like, maybe he could be living life. Because I'm like, if you pay attention, so I said up in my life, I said, if you pay attention, everybody seemed like they separated with the ones they want to mingle and meet up with and listen to and mess with. Like, a lot of people said that like, okay, King Roman started it with his ex, came back for Friendsgiving. And then
mm.
he was like, he told him to wait. He'll go get his plate and bring it to him or whatever, because he was gonna get back to tender to his
And then he
people.
came inside the house and he was like,
Yeah,
"Wait
and
a minute,
started calling
you
him baby, babe. I was like, oh wow, like that was some entertainment. He's like, he ain't ready to talk about that yet,
See,
but when he
King
do get
Roman
ready
had
to
to
move forward,
learn how to shut his door and lock the bitch, right? That way
but
you
he let
can't
him in
come
the
in.
house, so he wasn't no shut the door and lock the stuff because you let him in the house. And then, ODS said one of his exes was texting him on live. He like, hold on, y'all, my ex texted me. And then he was like,
Hey,
if
Judy.
he texts me the right stuff, I'm finna end the live. Like, y'all gotta go
That's
get
the
out.
problem. He wasn't supposed to let him in the house. He was supposed to say, "Wait right here and lock the door. Go get the plate and then bring the plate back."
Girl, okay, so then Brianna said her dude done separated, but people was calling it out before she said it, but she said, yeah, they
Oh,
separated.
she finally
Thank
told the
you.
story. She finally told the story that they broke up. Hmm.
Yeah, because she said he was being selfish. She wanted it to be about him, and she said, hell no, it's really about her. So we knew that wasn't going. We
What she
knew
mean
it.
by that? Because I mean, I think what it was is that it was a selfish maneuver in the first place. When you have that many children and that many women in your life, it's selfish for you to get with another person who doesn't have those type of dynamics. It would have been better off with you to get with a woman who had maybe multiple men in her life and multiple children. Now you become the Brady Bunch because you guys both can understand the dynamics. It's just selfish to be running around with all those children and all those fucking women in general, deciding that you're not going to go and invest in them and raise your kids to a decent age and then go out there and explore having a relationship again. What part of it is that she just realized now was fucking selfish, the taking and stealing of her fucking youth and her time? Like, I'm confused by that statement.
So we gonna move. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we gonna move on because I know y'all. You don't see it for her. She don't see it for you. So we gonna move right
She don't have
along.
no reason to not see it for me. But if you ain't gonna see it for me, then fuck it. I don't have to see it for you, and I can not see it for you on some real shit, not on some bullshit. Cause half the
Well,
time these
I
motherfuckers
think.
gonna be seeing it for me on bullshit. Like you don't dislike me for fuck. You dislike me for fucking what? Right now I got globs of bitches disliking me because of Shakim. Why are you disliking me for the attributes of another fucking human being? Like that would be like disliking me for some shit that Jim Jones did, but I didn't do it and I wasn't there.
But sincere, I don't think that's what it was because I heard your breakdown of it and I heard her breakdown of it, and it was just the fact that you called her a bitch.
Yeah, but I talk that way in general when I'm talking about things, right? And I didn't say I didn't call her a B because I just couldn't recollect. So I didn't own it, nor did I disregard it. It's a
Right.
possibility, but what do you want from me? You want me to apologize for something that I'm not quite sure if I said or not. But I'm saying to you in general, this is just how I speak. Like, this is what I'm speaking. Like, I'm not being disrespectful to you. I'm talking in that moment about a circumstance or a situation. So, like yesterday, everybody was a pack of bitches, but do I feel like all these bitches is bitches? No. I mean, they could be, but, I'm just talking. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. And I think you just use that as a reason or a catalyst to feel some type of way about me. And you've been functified and hatrified ever since then. And quite possibly petrified, bitch. I don't know.
Mm.
Oh, look, off subject, right? Because I know you're not
Let's go.
watching him, but Sean G. Oh my God. He's been giving his panels. I haven't been watching it, but a whole bunch of niggas been trickling in through there. And I just went over there. Meek Mob is on the panel. 100K is on the panel. What's his name? Um, the captain's on there. Ratchet's on there. I mean, all them niggas and came out. And I guess Ratchet one. I mean, is something going on with Ratchet and the captain, because the captain is getting real bold in his communication with Ratchet and shit. I'm just like, what's going on over here? But yeah, they is
Hey,
falling all in.
Casey! Casey, come here, please. Please send my link as women up here. I will lock down the panel because I got questions, and I know you would be the best one to answer it. If at any point you feel like you don't know, you ain't seeing it, I will save it for King Roman. I'm going straight to the source.
Thank you, a trucker's wife, because you know what I'm saying? That they quiet as kept, they won't say my name, trucker's wife. See, what they do is they call themselves icing me out under the guise of I'm not beef sector, but that's fucking okay. Cause they be in my clouds and they be all butthurt and passive aggressive. That's one thing I'm not. I'm not passive aggressive to people. I'm straight up with your ass. You know what I'm saying? But I am nicer than most people. Like, I don't really tear your head off, say like, these two. I keep having to go back to Max and Room Shaker because they're
Hey,
mean.
honey love.
Out of the
Casey,
group
are
of
you
us,
coming
I'm
or
the
do you want me to
nicest
ask you
one.
from the chat? I can ask you from the chat
Hmm.
if you don't feel comfortable. Because, okay, the
I am
word
the
on the
nicest
town.
one. Wait, Room Shaker, before you go. I mean, out the group of us, I will be the nicest one, right? I like
Oh,
I like being the nicest one. Okay, good. Cause you bitches is mean.
I ain't mean. How am I
The
mean?
fuck you ain't. Hey, hey, K Fit.
Hey,
Casey, have I ever
Steve.
been mean to you?
Not
No,
to me, just in general.
listen, y'all. You know how room shaker give it up. They be
Girl. I have to tell her and Max both. They like. I mean, I don't even know how they became my girlfriends on this app, but they are. You know.
it be like
Yeah.
that sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, honey, love.
Okay, so Casey, I'm gonna ask
Yes,
you because you
ma'am.
closer to him, and I know you conversate with him, and I can't find him. Like I think he's hiding from me. I'm gonna go to his community wall in a minute. But girl, everybody is trying to persuade me, or they're basically putting it out in the air, and I catch mostly all King Roman and ODS live. Is
Mhm.
it a beef about amongst them going on of being stirred up?
No,
Mm,
Okay,
mm. There you
they
go.
two. They two grown ass men. Like y'all know if ODS want to call somebody name, he gonna call it. If KRN want to call somebody name, he gonna call it.
Did somebody get
fact.
called a name?
No, when I say call a name, like he gonna say, "Yo, what up?" Like you know what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He's not really, throw a rock and hide my hand type of person. And
Um.
Right, and that's what it
if
was
it
giving,
is
but
a
everybody.
beef, I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, okay. Because that's
Cause
what
I'm
they
cool
said.
with
That
both
King Roman
parties.
been throwing shade, and then I was told in my live by a subscriber that ODS too scared to clap back. I say I don't get that from ODS, and I didn't catch it from the shade from King Roman. So I'm like, wait a minute, what am I missing? Because then Bree was in here, so I asked her, and she said, yeah, King Roman has been throwing shade at ODS, and I'm like,
Girl,
okay,
room
so
checker,
whether
tell
this
your friends to stop making up shit, okay?
First of all, I don't know these women in real life, so don't put them on me. They are characters that I support on the board, like I support everybody else. But yeah, I just asked because
Oh,
I'm
she
like, I
just
don't
tickled
see it, but
me.
I know they were staring it up at Goosey's and all these other chats, and then they trying to say that he too scared to clap back. Like I'm
So
not
what's the
getting it.
shade that's supposed to been thrown?
Now that's what I don't know because I've
Because
been
that's
in his
the only
lives, all the ones
way
he
that
did, and
I
I
would
ain't
be
seen
able
it.
to judge it. Like what's
Only
the
thing I
shade?
heard him say is I know King Roman mentioned in his live. I didn't hear this from ODS.
Uh huh.
King Roman mentioned in his live that everybody's saying it's a beef with ODS and he trying to start shit with ODS. He said if he wanted to go at ODS, I'll go at ODS, but he said me and ODS ain't got no issue. And
They
then he
don't.
went on into his commentary. So I'm like,
Mhm.
what shade was that? Like he's saying he watching y'all messy ass because I've been watching people typing in the chat, and then they made it come up yesterday, and then they made it come up again. So then I was in my live talking about it. I'm like, I watched they lives and I ain't see it. And then Dreamy responded was like, you know, ODS scared of King Roman. I was like, why do you say that? And then Brianna came in, so I asked her about it. She said, yeah, ODS ain't been throwing shade, but King Roman has. But I know they don't see it for each other. So I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna have to go to ODS and King Roman and ask them directly because I ain't got time. Cause
I
it's
So
would
just
like
they
something I'm
they don't
missing.
see it for each other though, and like how
to
do you know that? ODS and King Roman news, like I
know.
didn't.
No. I'm talking about Brianna.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
mm,
Um, no, I really honestly don't know. Like, if there was some shade, like I didn't catch it, I missed it. If that's the case,
I
and
did too, and I was in
again,
there
y'all
live.
know KRN. If he wanna
Facts.
say you, he gonna say you right here. He never has to dance around who he wants to address. Like, and I don't think it's a thing of being scared of anybody. We grown. Like, why somebody gotta be scared of somebody? I don't know.
Well, you could tell your friend that he damn near made me want to go to beef with him when he compared me to Shaquem and say, well, I can't say I never get into it with you, room shaker, because I got into it with him. And I'm like, oh, wow, the comparison alone was enough to be insulting. But
girl, what is your issue? Like I don't understand what your big issue with Shakim is. Oh my
I
god.
don't like the comparison because I ain't did nothing to King Roman that Shaquem did to him. So why would you even compare the two? Like it was, I didn't like it. Yeah, I damn near wanted to come back and start a fight with him just because he said it. Like I felt
Mm,
some type of way.
I would let him know, but I don't think he was meaning like y'all are alike. I think he's just meaning like I can never say never with people.
I feel
Right.
like these people on this app have turned into some kind of fucking weird ass cult in the jungle somewhere,
What?
eating just and have resorted to cannibalism or something. Like it's weird.
What?
Hey,
Yeah,
Layla.
that's how I'm starting to feel about these people on this
Hey,
app. I
P.
feel like
Hey, Blended.
I start picturing, a group of savage black people in a jungle somewhere. Maybe, maybe I
So
don't
who
know.
do you think? Let me ask you this: who you think is the cult?
Damn near all of them.
Who is all of them? You think
Just
I'm in?
whoever.
Let me ask you this: do you think I'm in a cult?
Nah,
What's that mean?
Do you think I'm in the
really.
cold?
Not
because
really. I
here's the
think you'll
thing.
be like the person trying to fight your way up out the cult and asking yourself, like if it was a movie, you'd be like, how the fuck I end up here? And you'll be looking for people, that think like you that are not
Because
cultic.
you know there's people like just because KRN is at odds with somebody doesn't automatically make me at odds with somebody.
Yeah, I mean, but me and you have known each other for a while, longer than I have known KRN. So that's why I said, because I know you differently. So I
Right.
wouldn't just put you in that category. But I do know, since because like tides change, you know what I'm saying? Just
Mhm.
right now, most recently, I seen something going down, right? I think we all saw it. We witnessed. Um, Lemon trying to suck a fart out of Nessa's ass, which we knew that was coming.
See, I
And
missed all of that. I missed a lot of that.
girl, Ness took her ass over to Lolo's and start kissing her ass. Told her, regardless to all the fucking things I've said about you before, um, you are a good person. I said, well, say what? Mm. And you know that's Lemon's right hand man or right hand fucking what is that thing that you beat up and stuff when you boxing? Punching bag, right? So there's that,
Not a
and
punching bag.
yeah, and
You
then
think Lolo is his punching bag? Sin.
Happy
yeah,
Lenore.
yeah,
Oh my
she's
God.
something.
Do you think? Let me ask you this: could it be that Ness
Say what happened? Is it me or is it K
Her
Fit?
audio went out.
Oh.
Hey, Angie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we done lost K Fit. So, anyways, you see everything shifting, things are shifting and stuff. So you just never know who's gonna be on a chopping block. Shoot. Just never
But
know
I
when it's
heard
gonna
also
happen.
when it dropped off. So
Hey Yaya.
you ain't gotta go. Hey, salute to the chat. You ain't gotta go on Pacific if you don't want to say that you think it's gonna start some stuff. But could we get like little samples of who all you think are in a cult?
Just about everybody, to be honest. It's like it's a case by case basis. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has their, I call them the C3POs. It's the cliques, the crews, and the cults, right? They get
Okay.
clicked up, crewed up, and culted up. And then a lot of times they get very mindless in the situation. And I can only go by my experience, right? For instance, I am friendly with Shakim.
Okay, K Fish. She said she'll be right back. She got a phone
Okay.
call.
Like I am friendly with Shakim, but Shakim has been showing me a kindness, right? And I and
Mhm.
I enjoy his company. He'll share me out. He'll come over and kick it with me, and we'll just chop it up. Now, did I just ask for him to do these things? No, but
Yeah, yeah. Nobody called you weak or a follower, boo.
who
Hey,
called her
what's the
weak?
hell?
Who called her
Nobody.
weak? No, maybe I just should be quiet because I think people are getting offended.
Girl, speak your mind.
Like I don't feel like offending anybody today. You know what I mean?
It's not offended in everybody on this app is gonna cast a judgment or have something to say. And at this point, it's like we invoke our freedom of speech, so we say it.
I
Like
just
it
feel
ain't
like people
intentionally
get
trying to rub
particularly
nobody. I'm
no.
grown. I go where the fuck I want and do what the fuck I want to
I
do.
just feel like when I say something or I engage, it becomes more intense, I think, for people. I don't know why, but it does seem to cause something. Maybe it's the
They
way I
said
talk.
talk your shit, sincere, because ain't nobody else gonna curl their commentary for you. Exactly, sincere. Don't listen to Room Shaker because they will take that shit personal like they do. Okay, well, I still ain't changed who the hell I am for none of y'all. So what you mean don't listen to me? Girl, you keep running around this goddamn boy hollering, riding over lemon. Or you bring your ass up on this goddamn link. The hell
Who's
you
riding
talking
for
about?
lemon?
Oh, Dragon. Hey, y'all.
Oh, is that
Hey,
dragons? Oh my God! Hey,
Yeah.
Yaya, that's
hey, Sonya. I'm not offended, and excuse my voice, I'm still really sick. But what I'm saying is, I'm not. I feel like cult members are weak because they just following blindly, and I've been
yeah.
saying that since I've been on here. People follow people blindly with this. I don't know what kind of loyalty this is. They call themselves having where you just follow anything anybody say, and you could know it's the truth, but you're willing to follow them even though you know they're lying. That's just crazy
Exactly.
to me.
And there's a lot of that has been like I've experienced it. I've been on the side of it where people have decided to dislike me because they're following of another person, and I'm just like, okay, I can't really do anything about it, but I can't say that this I haven't had this experience, even most recently, even with Shakim. And so I'm just like,
Well, I don't know
hey,
what's that little fella's problem. I've never come after Child Kim. After we got cool, we was cool. Next thing I know, I'm in songs. I'm all kinds of names. I'm like, boy, I'm not even gonna answer you because you don't know me yet.
he put you in a song. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
That's what I
Or
heard.
you
I
probably
don't
weren't
watch
Well,
even
it
paying
anymore. I
attention.
I was there one time when he talked about me. That was enough for me. I unsubscribed and minded my business. I ain't
Oh,
got time
okay.
to be out
See,
here
I wasn't
arguing with
aware of that
people
either.
younger than my son.
I never know like the full extent of the back and forth with peoples. You know what I mean? Or if I do, maybe it's because I done
Like,
smoked this good Cali weed and this shit went in like you're like, what? Okay, because I done smoked my nigga stick and it's nigga shit in my mind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think about it in that way. But I do think that I have the right to like
yeah,
whomever, just like I like you. I like Room
exactly.
Shaker, and I should not, be punished for it. But that does
And
tend to
just
happen.
because if I'm cool with you
Hmm.
and you're beefing with I'm gonna just say Angie or King Roman or K Fit. That does not automatically make me dislike you. You never you if we haven't had a problem, why would I get into a beef you have with someone else? I'm grown.
And you've always shown that because I always give you as an example, Yaya, when I say like, okay, when Brianna, like this is during the time you were cool with the trifecta, right? And I don't know how
Hmm.
you guys are now, but it seemingly seems copacetic. But
It ain't
during that
nothing.
time, Brianna, Pizarro, and Lady Nika were acting real janky towards me. Now, people won't confess to that shit, but it was very obvious, right? And you never treated me that way. You would come over,
Why would I?
support me. Well, that's what I'm
Same
saying.
thing with Room Shaker. When the Room Shaker first came around, she too loud. I say yeah, she is loud, but she funny as fuck, and she's
Oh,
calling
this
it out
Max.
bullshit.
So what
Hey
I'm saying, like, I can only go by how one
man, how you
treats
treat me, I
me.
can't go by
You know what I mean? I can't go
what
by
they
nothing else.
experience with
Yeah, so I can't be
experience
feeling a
with
way
you.
about
So I give
Shakim
everybody. Well, I
because he
am. I'm
treats
lying.
me
I
well.
don't, cause I don't like childish people. I like silly people. I just don't like childish people. And there's a lot of junior high school shit that goes on. You can't tell the truth. You can't call your people out.
Yeah, you can't
Oh,
say
shit, I'm
anything,
scared to
or it
do
becomes if you
this.
don't say it a certain way,
Ah.
it's problematic and whatever. And I talk to people pretty much the same. Like I even went over there and had a conversation with the Maya girl, and I'm not going to go into lengths with it. But as you can see in my conversation with her, it's pretty much the same as how I talk to any and everybody. So I feel like people pick and choose, oh, you were this way and that way. Well, I'm the same way with every conversation I have with a person because I allow people to have their thought, their feeling, to express themselves. And I'm more importantly listening to them. And I may or may not agree with you, and that will come out, but it won't come out in a harsh way because we are what? Conversing. Like, is there a problem? Did they not learn this in grade school how to converse?
Hey, Shane and Shandu. Hey, everybody coming in the chat. I see you.
It's just ridiculous. I mean, so I just start picturing them all on an island somewhere in some goddamn remote place, eating
King
bodies and shit.
Kyle, I got a question
Hey,
for your
Kyle.
messy ass because
Hey,
I woke up
Yaya.
to your I woke up to your wall post and you said, Shakim, let's pick up where we left off. So did he pop out or did he do something new?
Mm-mm.
Hey,
Okay,
fam,
Mm-mm.
I
I'll
So,
wait
see
for
you in
your
there.
answer.
Max,
Hey,
my baby.
Kaios
Hey, fam. Hey,
I'm
Yaya.
hey, hey, K
You
and
say
City.
room shaker,
Tori
let's
and
talk
I'm
Blended
about it. I
I'm
Healing
back.
am.
came in a
I am because they
scandal.
said he posted some more. Hold on, they say he posted some more receipts, but I don't know what the receipts was because I'm not subscribed. So yeah, we can break all this stuff down. Okay, y'all can go on back to y'all conversation.
It's
What
all the
happened?
peoples are in
Hey,
here.
Rich
Hi,
Rucker's wife.
everybody. I just want to say hi to everybody first, and I'm gonna go on mute. So let me go on because
Okay, y'all, but I'm gonna drop down and let y'all finish y'all conversation because my throat's starting to hurt again.
Okay, thank y'all
Y'all
for
oh, you
cover
coming
been?
your
in here,
Hey,
baby.
y'all.
did you get checked to see if you had pneumonia or anything like that?
I don't have pneumonia. I do know what I have.
Okay. Well, I hope
So
you
it
feel
be
better.
about,
I've
oh,
been
thank
sick
you
for a
so much.
while too myself, but I'm starting to be better because they gave me some antibiotics.
No, girl, I've been on antibiotics, antiviral, perks, gabapentin. Girl, it's
They
neurology
got
though.
you on
Hey, got it.
everything,
Hey,
girl.
I talk to y'all later. I'm gonna go ahead and lay back down. I'm listening.
Okay.
Okay,
They,
boo.
All right,
Room
y'all
Shaker,
take care.
Sincere Faith, y'all can't fit. I hope all of y'all have a wonderful New Year's. Much love to all y'all. You same to you. Hey, Smooth. Okay, K
Happy
Fit,
New
before you
Year.
got rudely interrupted by your phone call, what was
I'm
you
Hey,
going to
Smooth
say?
Carter. Oh,
sorry.
I want to apologize. I didn't see you yesterday when I went live, and I went back and watched some of my replay, and I didn't speak to you. So, hi, Smooth Carter. Apologies, and hopefully you accept it.
Yeah, hey everybody in the chat. I was saying, yeah, no, that was my mama call. I was saying when you said Ness and Lolo, I was saying, could it be that she just doesn't feel like fighting everybody? You know, people do get tired of fighting.
Well, she said that. Ness said that. She said
Okay.
when the reason she made with staffing. Cause she said she just don't really have to fight with people she ain't got to fight with. So she said it in her live. So
What
her
you mean?
making
Why
up
you
with
want to
people.
drop me, Max? See, this is the type of fucking people I hang with. You see how they treat me?
Who
I am the
said drop
nicest
you?
one out of all of the actors.
Oh, you the
That's exactly
nicest
what it
one?
is.
Yeah, I
Yo,
mean, look
nice.
at Max and look at Room Shaker. You don't think I'm the nicest one?
Oh wow, no, you're not.
I'm
Now,
No,
just
no.
see,
saying.
I have seen you give it up, okay?
Well, that happens. I have my mean moments, but
I
they're
mean,
just always mean. They're always mean, though.
you think they always mean?
I mean, they was on the verge of getting your ass. You just got one move left or right. Which way you going with it? And they're gonna get you.
Max said, "Let's get her ass up out of here." You
She
crazy?
trying to get me out of
Mm, I mean, people do grow tired, like of beefing, like for ongoing, like over and over and over and all the time. Like it, So I could see why she would be like, "Hey, listen,
here.
I'm cool on you. We ain't got to go back and forth until we got to go back and forth," type of thing.
I
They
feel
ain't got
like
to be
everything is
besties.
a weird pattern because, like, the other night, Lemon was live, and they had asked him, "Tell us the list of people that you're never gonna make up with," right? And Ness never made that list. Next thing you know, the next day, you see Ness over at Lolo's and making up or whatever. Then you find Lemon popping up over there because he's trying to be in the presence of Ness, but Ness has left. But they say that Ness went live and he was over in Ness's chat trying to make friendly with her. And I'm just like, didn't this girl try to take your page away and some other stuff? It's just odd, but I could be wrong. Sometimes I read into stuff a little bit too much.
I think that may be one of these instances
Yeah.
because people get tired of fighting. Like think of it like this, right? Ness is a heavy hitter, right? We know when she clicked that live button, she's going to get her numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And think day in and day out, do you want to wake up going at everybody all the time, like left, right, you taking a body blow here, a little chin check here, a little this, and then you got a list of 5 different people that you're responding to, or going at it with all the time. That could be exhausting. Maybe she's just kind of tired of a lot of the fighting period, because that's a lot of energy to
Well,
put out.
it's
You know what I'm saying?
2026 and everybody tends to make up in the beginning of the year. So, prediction, Ness and Lemon are going to be cool, super, super, super duper cool again. And Lolo and Ness are cool. And everything's going to be nice and shiny and fucking rainbow brightland. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yup.
that's very true, Fim. She flagged him, but I think a lot of people are missing the point that Ness said I flagged for a specific reason, and the reason was, they were talking disparagingly, I believe referencing her child, like things like that. So she was flagging for a specific reason. She even said the flags didn't go through, because the video never got taken down. And
So
the
Ness is saying the flags never went through. But this
I
is what
believe
I'm
that's what
saying.
she said. I think
Like this
so.
this is the odd thing, okay? Like, and I like Fim and I understand what she's coming from, right? And I admire Fim because she reminds me of my mod, right? Melanated, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I just want to, like, when I'm dealing with things, I'm trying to be fair across the board. The point is she was flagging him, and
Right.
to the extent, right, when you flag a person, certain things you can get only certain kind of results, right? Either that particular video will come down, or if you flag enough, their page will come down, correct? There will be an end result. But the out of all the results, the one that is least damaging is the one where it's not effective. It doesn't take effect. But I think when you go into flagging a person, your intention is for it to have some kind of effect on that person's page or their video or whatever, right?
Hmm.
Now, if Diva did it, then okay, I don't know what kind of flack they want. to give Diva, because I don't know if Diva is trying to be friendly with the said person. You know what I mean? Because far as in Diva's mind, whenever she gets to flagging you or her team, because she'll tell you that she doesn't know how to do those things. But if she gets somebody or somebody decides on the behalf of, um, in her mind, I believe is up and stuck. Murdoch is not playing.
Mhm.
Diva's Murdoch from the fucking 18. She coming through on the helicopter and everything, laughing and shit like, bitch, what? It's a fun time. So I don't think she's
Okay,
really
so they
trying to
said
be friendly.
the flags nurse or whoever did go through because the dates on Shakim receipts were verified by Lemon or less Lemon lied.
Well, it
Okay.
later was found out through Octavius. Octavius said that the reason why his channel um was taken down was because of the threats that were made on the channel. Octavius did a live and said that.
Right.
So they're saying that there's fake receipts, right? Fem is saying there's fake receipts, that those receipts are fake. So I feel like if the receipts are fake and these conversations are fake, a lot of people are bent out of
Hey,
shape with all
Connie.
these time marks and stuff, and do like as much ado about nothing. Then if that's the case, if the whole thing is fakety fake, so you're saying. So let me be clear in understanding this. There were no conversations behind the scenes about flagging anybody with anybody, and all the receipts that were posted were fake. I just want to be clear about what is
I
being said.
I think, and I could be wrong, and Fem correct me in the chat. I think what she's trying to say is there's a big element missing in those receipts. Maybe I should say this from me looking from the outside in. It's a big element missing in those receipts.
What's the
How
element?
how is it everybody's talking but Shakim?
Oh, why is he not in that part of the conversation?
Yeah,
Right. So I would agree. If you're going to
you know
release
what I'm saying?
receipts,
You
if you're going
gotta
to
put yourself in it because then it
put
looks it
all of it
makes
out.
there you go. It makes it look
Yeah.
very it makes it look odd because okay, you were a part of this strike team. What was your or whatever flag team, whatever you want to call it, like
Hmm.
whatever. What was
They want to
your
know what his
role
part,
in
what his
it?
role is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
Because I
the
can't
common sense
say
part of it would be that he was part of a strike team, so he participated in some type of way. That is a given, correct?
correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I'm with you with it. I'm with you with that, but that's why I think people are like, wait a minute. These receipts that you're putting out, okay, we see who's in it, but
But they want to see
what you
where
do.
he was speaking to, and what, because Shakim has said, like I've heard him say plenty of times that he tried to strike this person or do this, that, or whatever, right? um I think it got wonky with the Devin person, right? And then eventually came out that he knew Devin the artist or whatever, whatever, whatever. um but there's history. But if you are having a conversation with a person, I would agree that, just even if the stuff is nonsensical, like it doesn't really matter, just go back at least a month till date so people can see, boop 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 boop, 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 and they can see
Sammy, I don't
how
hate this, but
like
okay.
how much a part of you of it you were or not. Who hates Ness? Somebody hating Ness?
She said, we all biased and no bitch is gonna expose me and they wait, hold on, that ain't what I was reading.
Wait, who's saying
Nobody
that?
did that sincere. Fuck Shakim. The receipts are chopped and screwed, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not proving shit to nobody. Y'all hating that, so nobody is gonna believe the truth anyway.
Who's
Yeah,
oh,
sure. I
Fem
don't
is saying.
hate that.
Now let me just say this. Okay, is that Fem talking?
Oh, she
Yeah.
said in general. So she's not she
Oh,
just said
okay.
in general. That's what she
Okay,
said.
because I mean, I don't understand when I get to communicating. How is it that I'm being very fair? And I mean, am I being biased? Where's the bias when I'm saying he should have did X, Y, and Z? Do people be missing my conversation?
No, I'm listening.
I'm
Yeah,
listening
I
too.
think somewhere around the turn, like
Hey,
when
Miss
I get to
Law. Hey,
talking,
everybody.
they start blocking out certain things because they just maybe don't want to hear what I have to say, or they just want to assume that my thought process is just directed one way or another. Like, okay. But just know this, whatever you say, I'm listening to you. When you're talking to me, I am listening to the words that are coming out your mouth. Every little bit of it, because I'm going to be in the plus while you blocking out the words that are coming out my mouth, and you'll be in the negative.
Shakim is a well-known editor. Check his past record on editing. He has doctored those receipts and took himself out of it. Hey, ladies. Hey, Miss Gwen.
Hey, Miss Gwen, and I agree. Hey, Miss Raw, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Like, I do think, he chopped himself out of the receipts to not show where he was getting his hand in the mud too. Like, here's the thing about receipts, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a part of said whatever, you're going to have to spray yourself.
Right.
You just are going to. Because to me, and this is just me, if you're in a group and if you are going to release messages, right, and you don't spray yourself, that's where you leave yourself open for the question to be, but what did you do though? You're
Right.
not, are you that trustworthy? Are you this? And then the next question could also be, well, the next comment could also be said, well, did you really, if you're taking screenshots from the group or whatever, did you already have some ill intent to begin with?
Yeah.
Because, okay, everybody know I'm part of the crew, and
Mm-hmm.
you're not catching me screenshotting nothing in our crew chat. Why? Because I don't have any malicious intent. First of all, it's nothing there to say, oh, oh my God, they're doing this to people. They're trying to ruin. It's not that type of time.
Yeah.
But let's just hypothetically say, it's something in there that could just blow the socks off, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm active in there and I feel like I want to blow the cruise chat up and I release messages, I have to spray myself in order for them to be authentic. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right. I personally just wouldn't do it. Like me,
Me
and
either. Me
I'm
either.
just being
I'm not
very
releasing nothing. Mm-mm.
I'm just, this is how I am and this is how I roll. If I ever rocked with you at any point in time, I am not going to release anything, upon you.
Agreed.
And maybe primarily because I'm lazy and I'm not going to go through all that, but I will speak to a situation. Now, I have been in a position where people try to say, oh, they had these engagements between me and them, which was bullshit, right? But, and to say that I said this and did that. And, I could have came out swinging a certain way, but I just did it. Like I just said my truth and spoke to what it was, and either you believed me or you didn't believe me. But if I wanted to go down a well, I could have, right? I really could have, but I'm not like that. I don't move in that manner. Whereas that, if I ever rocked with you, I'm not putting you on Front Street and I'm not telling on your ass, but I just know what time it is with you. I'm not fucking
Right,
with you because you ain't shit.
because you went into that whatever type of ship it was with no ill will behind it.
Well,
And
it's not even about the ill will. It's about
even
me.
after it, I'm not going to do it because it's not my character. And to me, at that point, I don't care enough to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like if I walk away from you, I don't
I'm
care
walking.
about
There it
whatever
is.
whatever
Correct.
you bring in or anything at whatever's happening at that point. But we have to also realize on in YouTube, right? This is a whole different bizarro land and world, right? Um, and I have my own different experiences in this bizarro land where I'm being very clear in what I'm saying, but because whatever to whatever, it's going to be taken however way. And then I start thinking that niggas are remedial and maybe they're like in, an episode of Lord of the Flies, if it was to turn into a series, and they're
Not
somewhere in the
fly.
jungle looking to eat on each other or fucking kill each other like savages, right? Yeah, that's how I picture it because I don't understand how you cannot hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. And I'm being fair across the board because regardless to how one sees it, right? I do like Shakim. Do I think he's an innocent? No. But I know all of you niggas are not innocent. All of you aren't, right? So If we were weighted pound for pound and go into history of things, then what would it look like then, right? So, but I don't say anything about your choice of engagement with whomever it may be. He is just one of many people that I choose to engage with. Now, does anybody have anything to say about me engaging with K-Fit or Room Shaker or Max? You know what I'm saying? Anybody else that you see me engage with?
Well, this is what I will say, that I think why people were some having questions about some things, because he your place is like a safe haven for him. You know what I'm saying? And
My
it's
place is a
nothing.
safe haven for a lot of people, K-Fit, and you know that.
True indeed. And so, because that this particular situation is like, hot news, hot topic, it's a big thing. It is the storyline right now. One of the big storylines going on right now. It's like, you know, is he running? How can I'm trying to phrase this.
How many people run to my place for the bullshit and also just to be able to have a conversation with me? It's Highlander country. It's a neutral space, and for the most part, but do I do the things that half of you Negroes do to me? You niggers will run up into my shit, gunning and looking for all the time.
So who was
Lemon
looking for
did the
you?
shit.
Like who?
Lemon did it. Goosey did it. Olivia did it. Man, you niggas can miss me. Because if I start jumping off this porch acting a fucking fool, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it.
So you're upset. I just want to make sure I'm understanding you. So you're upset at the fact that how people were attacking how you were having conversations with Shakim about the situation at hand. Is that correct? And there,
It was
and
disrespectful because let me tell you something. I don't come to nobody else's shit and gauge how you communicate with a person, how you get down, what you do. I just be there and I experience the situation and take from it what I will. Because really, in truth, I need to hear what you're saying and also what they're saying. But I am logical like that. And I was taught to be that way. I was learned by my parents and my teachers that you have to be able to listen in order to receive something, to understand a thing,
mhm.
right? But everybody wasn't raised that way. Everybody hasn't had that experience. Maybe they came from savage homes. Everything was loud and nobody was listening. Or maybe their teachers didn't teach them properly. I don't know. I don't know. But my experience, I know, is different. But I wouldn't go and disrespect your platform. I would just listen and be like, okay, I got this from it, that from it, this from. I wish she might have would have asked this question, or maybe she could have asked that question. But if I've never had an encounter with you, I've never disrespected you, and all through this process of the time I've been on this app and I've been cordial towards you and never jumped off the porch on you, what the fuck you jumping off the porch on me for? Because you don't like the person I'm talking to? Like, quit it.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you have your opinion about people, right? And you may deliver your opinion one way. But someone who is watching, like a content creator, let's use Miss Olivia for example, because you use her name. So we're gonna use her name. Um, Gave her commentary in another way. You said you didn't like it, right? You felt like it was disrespectful, correct?
Well, I don't like her commentary. I didn't hear none of Olivia's commentary. What I'm talking about is the respect of my space, right?
Okay, so when she came to your platform, you felt like she was disrespectful on your platform.
I'm saying across the board, everybody was being, for the most part, a good majority of people were just being disrespectful. Because that didn't only happen just one time. It happened two times. That you were coming to my space, not to sit and have a conversation with me and just kind of like, what's up, sincere, da 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 da. No, you were gunning for a person. I don't go to other people's spaces gunning for people, right? But one could say, well, fuck it. It's the wild, wild west, whatever, whatever, whatever. Okay. But I'm just saying, if I never done that to you, then why do it to me? But now that I know that's where we at, that's the time, then fuck it, we on that time.
Okay, let me ask you this. Was Shakim indeed disrespectful to Miss Olivia?
He did become disrespectful. I think he called her out of her name because Miss Olivia came up there and she started asking him questions, and but you could tell that she already had her viewpoint, and then that's how Shakim took it. So yeah, it became a little, off kiltered, if you will. Yep.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking that is, did you um did you address it at that time? Did you say to her, "Hey, listen, you're disrespecting my platform"?
I would say off the top, no, I did not. I do kind of remember saying a little something, but
Hmm.
I'm not quite sure. I'd have to go back and look, but if I was just off the top of my brain, no, because I was listening to both of them and they were having the engagement. Now, could that be wrong? Should I say, hey, 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 don't, whatever? Yes, I could have done that. But also, I was sort of distracted, and people don't know. Sometimes there's things swarming around me. But, they were having their engagement. And this not was not the first time that she wanted to have a conversation with Shakim. Because the first time she wanted to have a conversation with Shakim, Goosey came up there gunning for him, and that didn't get to happen. So the second time, I let it, I allowed for it to happen because I presumed that Olivia was gonna, she was just trying to converse with him, not from a space of having like a bias or anything like that, just getting information. Like, let me hear your side of whatever, whatever. That's
Hmm.
where I thought she was coming from. I thought it was going to be very, copacetic, opposed to say how Goosey was coming, and it went awry.
Well, I guess everybody's not gonna like people, and if you're agreeing to have questions, like have a dialogue with somebody, and someone is pressing you, like, because if he's disrespecting her behind the questions that she's asking, of course she's gonna turn up. That's Miss Olivia. That's how she give it up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not negating that. I'm not saying that that was problematic in and of itself. Because if he says something disrespectful to her, then she has the right to turn up. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I'm here having a conversation with him. Now, I don't know how all these people found their way over to Highlander country, because this is a normal situation between me and Shakim, the
Hmm.
way we communicate, right? So that was just one of many conversations I've had with him about different interactions and going ons and so on and so forth. It was like a normal day to me communicating with him. But then all of a sudden, here comes all these people. And the reason why they came, right, is because they found him somewhere and they decided, okay, well, this is the place where I can pop it off with him or do whatever, whatever. And that is what I'm talking about is disrespectful. Because say Shakim was over at Olivia's or Goosey's or anywhere else, you want to see me engaged that way. I will let you have your conversation with him. Like, I'm not going to jump on your panel and get to derailing it or coming with whatever the fuck I want, I'm coming with. I'm going to listen to that conversation, but that is me, right? I am different than others. So,
Correct.
what can one really do about it? But I'm saying you ain't been around. You ain't been coming over. You
Well,
ain't been.
you got to understand, after all of that stuff happened, his normal places, nobody could hear his side of what he was going to say and how he was going to respond in his normal places. So when people see him there, oh, well, we got questions to ask too. So that's
Well,
gonna
what's his
garner
normal places? Like I know for a fact that if I
his
said,
his normal places would have been Ness, right? Ness, I think he still goes to ODS. Almost
I
everybody
know him to go to Brianna's, I know that he goes there, and
he would be at Ness's when she would go live.
yeah, when they were friendly,
Because he
yes.
was a mod, right, friendly. Now, when that friendship dissolved, we didn't really see him as active. And so, of course, that's like, for example, let me take it off of him and let's put it towards somebody else. Let's
Mhm.
talk about group chat gate with us, with the crew, right? When that happened,
Mhm.
if I was somewhere and could hit the link, people want to ask me questions because that is the hottest thing on the market and I don't
Mhm.
see it everywhere, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, we want to hear what you have to say. You're in the news, so to speak, right?
Right.
So I think that's not even I think I know that's why people came over there to see it. And then it's also almost like it's also as well that's just like you got let's do Republicans and Democrats, liberals and conservatives. You're not going to see those real hard right wingers over there on MSNBC. You're going to see them at Fox News. You know what I mean? And the same thing for
Wait,
some of
can
the
I
Democrats. You're not
address this
going to
quick?
see. Go ahead.
Molly, there is no sins on my behalf. There's haters and people who already felt the way or maybe using this as an opportunity to feel a way towards me. You know what I'm saying? So when they make up, because I feel like this is usually what happens, all the people end up making up, then great, great. You know what I mean? They flip flop, flounder back and forth, and I never know which way the wind is going to blow with them. But it's not going to stop me from, you know, if we have a respectful way of being towards each other, I'm not going to change it because all of a sudden one has decided that they don't like this person. Just like for instance with K Fit, when people were gunning for K Fit, I liked K Fit regardless. You know what I mean? To whatever was being said or however they were depicting her, I didn't change up my stance towards her. See, that's the difference between me and other people.
I also think too, you got to remember that yes, you didn't change your stance up on me because I didn't change on you either. Where
Right.
a figure like Shakim has been going after so many people, he wants to fight everybody in the sector at the same time. I mean, he just said the other day that if I better be careful before I get hurt. What is that supposed to mean exactly? You know what I mean?
I don't know, but
You know,
you said something very key, right? I didn't change up on you because you didn't change up on me, like you didn't act
correct.
towards me. So that with that same thought process is the same that it would apply between me and Shakim. Like
Right,
I'm
but
not knocking I'm
mhm,
not knocking anybody for however they feel about Shakim and the things that he has done, right? Like you guys brought up, okay, hey, the text messages, you have to air yourself out. And I solely and wholly agree with that. Did I disagree with that? No. I'm saying I would have been went back at least a month. Regardless to whatever I said in there, maybe it was much of nothing. But I would have went back a month and just aired it all out, right? But one could even say, with that being done, hey, it's doctored because maybe you don't see me saying much, but that's what's going to happen if you're engaging in a conversation with me, say like we were texting or whatever, because I
mhm.
don't talk like that, right? Like I don't. You say a thing, and I'll be like, well, maybe you could work it out, or like my words are few, so it will come off like, well, I can't believe she just. I know she said more than that. This can't be real, but it's real.
And like what I was saying is, you may, you know, you guys may still have a friendship, whatever it is, YouTube shit, whatever, but understand that everybody is not going to feel the same type of way or respond to him the same type of way because he has also said things and did
Yeah.
things to
I
other
understand that.
people.
Does it come off like I'm not understanding that? I keep
No, what
saying,
I'm saying, no, no, no. What I'm saying is, so if somebody is over there at your channel and he's
mm,
there, expect that there's going to be smoke. You know what I mean? Like, expect there's going to be smoke.
No, that is, but that's understood, right? Because in this moment or per that situation, and
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have been more careful in the dynamic because I've been around long enough to understand that these things can turn left very quickly. Now, in the future, right? If there's somebody there and people feel a way about that person or they're gunning, and sometimes it'll be that I might not even know the extent of what's really happening with folks. So I've been caught off guard that way as well. But
Mm-hmm.
in the future, I just, don't let your ass up and know. And that will be on me to not let you be able to have an expression of thought or a conversation or whatever. And then, you take it from there. Oh, she wouldn't let us up and then. Well, okay. Because either way you go, you can't win for losing in a situation.
And this, you're not gonna win everything, and you can't please everybody. You know
You're
what I'm saying?
right.
You
And
can't win.
I'm not trying to really truthfully K fit. I'm just saying that, it is very clear, right? And I'm not even reading this chat, but Room Shaker's putting some things up and different people or whatever. And just from that, it's clear, right? Though I'm not reading it in its totality, that there's people here right now, you know, and they have their view in regards to me. And I'm not trying to change it. Like, this is the track we on. And we ain't gonna never get off this track. Like, stay on this bitch. Don't try to jump tracks with me. We ain't going backwards. We forward in this bitch from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
If anything ever comes out that speaks differently, where maybe you end up being wrong in the process or the thought process or whatever, don't fucking change up. Stay on that fucking track with me. Because this is the track we on now. Not because I put us there, because you did. Because I don't give a fuck who you niggas socialize with. I really don't. I don't care. Like, there's plenty of people that you guys socialize with, be around, do things with, that their history is not the best. But you don't see me there, having too much to say about it. Because I don't fucking care. You're grown and you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah, I think
at the end of
at the end of the
the day,
day,
like who you
like
like.
who you like.
Am I
Am I
echoing?
echoing? No, I don't hear echo on my end.
It is an
It
echo,
is
but
an
it could be
echo, but
me.
it
I'm
could
going to
What
go
be
on
me.
about
mute.
I'm gonna go.
um?
Um,
I hear it in
I
my
hear
ear.
it in my ear.
You like who
You
you
know, you
like.
like who you
We
like.
all
We
grown,
all grown,
and in
and
certain
in certain
situations, people gonna be
situations, people
biased,
gonna be biased,
and I'm keeping a
and I'm
buck.
keeping it up.
Yeah, like, and I
Like,
know,
And I
feel
know,
like,
feel like
I know you don't
I know you
like,
don't like.
my understanding, or at least the feel I get from it, is that you don't like Shot Camp. And I ain't knocking it. Like, even when me and you and Max were talking over at Max's channel, did I knock it? Like, I understand. I understand per things that have been said and done. You know what I mean?
right. I just don't like when people piss on my face and try to piss on my head and try to convince me that it's rain when I'm looking at something and like this is not logical. I'm a logical person, right? So if I call it out, it's not that I hate you or whatever, but this is logical, this is not logical. But then when it comes to the whole, you're going to get hurt, I'm going to run through it's like, okay, like, so you
So when
expect
he
me
said
to
that,
like you?
when did he say that? Like, most recently, he said that you were
Yeah.
going to get hurt behind something.
Yeah, he said it
Yeah,
multiple times.
I don't agree with that. Like, I don't understand. Like, the conversation doesn't have to be that way. Either you like a person or don't like a person, but it doesn't have to be ominous or threatening and then none of that kind of stuff. So definitely I wouldn't agree with that. And but if I was to say a thing to a person, like, if I felt that way about you, like, it's just going to be very clear, and I'm not dragging a whole bunch of other people into it. It's my fight with you. And I don't need
Right.
no backup. I don't need 1,001 motherfuckers agreeing with me in the amen section. No, I don't give a fuck if you do or don't. This is me with this particular person. You know what I mean? So everybody else can get out the way. This is one-on-one Mortal Kombat.
Right.
I don't
And
need I don't need the amen section to jump in. But of course, mob mentality is such as that, everybody who got their feelings hurt or felt the way or start teaming up with the same similar mindset of another person, they're gonna try to get their licks in. That's what they do, you know?
I mean, like I said, people gonna like who they like, don't like who they don't like, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and it's okay. And I do think it's okay to be biased because I'm gonna be biased about my people. Now, behind closed doors, I might have a different type of conversation with them, but
Mm.
like in front of, that's like your family, right? You don't fight each other outside. You take that in the house. I'm gonna be biased. My friends are my friends, and you're not gonna tell me not to be friends with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Or my people are my people, and you're not gonna tell me, you know, to do
And that's
anything
okay.
different. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. And I think,
And
that's
that's
really
okay.
the
And I don't think
overarching
anybody's
thing.
knocking you for it, right?
Yeah.
They ain't knocking you for you having a bias towards your friends, and your friends are your friends. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking you for it. I could tell you X, Y, and Z, and they did. I mean, I've been in plenty of those positions where, hey, your friend had done X, Y, and Z to me. I just ain't seen it for them. Well, that's my friend. Well, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel no type of way towards you, but this did occur.
Right. Hmm.
And I mean, so I think there's a clear difference between me and a lot of people. I allow people to just, be you, and there's an understanding. I'm not taking that, and whopping you upside your head with it.
Right.
Like, okay, I understand. And if it came down to it, probably like logically in my mind, if it came down to it, it'd be like, okay, well, me and this person's cool, but they clearly have um an affinity for this other person. So just don't engage in these type of conversations or tread lightly, because if you, for the respect of our friendship, and for it not to go left. You know what I mean? I don't want it to go left, but it could go left, because if I have an opinion you don't like, it could cause or trigger, something from you. Now, through all this process, though, when it comes to Shakam, I haven't been most agreeable one way or another.
Hmm.
Like, I've been very fair across the board about the situation. You know what I'm saying? If you say something very logical, yeah, I don't agree with that. Or yes, I do agree with this. Or no, it's just a thought. It's an opinion. We all got thoughts and opinions. Everybody has one. It's like assholes, right?
Let
Right.
me, can I ask you a question? Do you feel like I'm questioning you as if somebody sent me here, or you feel like we just having a conversation?
No, why would I feel that way, K Fit? Me and you talk all the time. I mean, well, not all the time, but when we
But
talk, we talk.
no, I was just making that clear. I was just making that clear because I don't want you to feel like, oh, somebody, nah, because Room Shaker called me up and then this conversation just kind of bubbled up from it.
No,
I don't
like
want you to feel like I'm interrogating you or anything
nuh-uh.
because
We had a
you're gonna,
conversation before, which
right, for
maybe
sure.
everybody didn't.
Didn't even see. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
like, like I mentioned it, like me, you, and Max were talking, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
And I stated where I was coming from then. So it's no different than, like, from that conversation, this conversation. Do you see inconsistency?
Oh, no, 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 no. Because I mean,
Yeah.
it's the
And
same
so,
thing that, we talked about, even though I think this one is a lot, we've been able to go a lot deeper into it because we had more time. So I think the last time I had to drop or something, my phone died or something like
yeah.
that. But
And do you see me being unfair in what is being stated?
no, you have a right to how you feel. You
No, I'm
absolutely
saying,
do.
I know I have a right to how I feel. What I'm saying is, do you see me being unfair about it?
As how can you be unfair about your feelings?
Well, one could be biased, so maybe that's the other word. Do you feel like there's a bias because you're bringing things to me and you're saying things, and am I disagreeing with you and saying, oh, yeah, well, da 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 da? I'm not refuting it.
No, because when I say this, if it's something logical, we're gonna call it out. You said I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that, I don't agree with that. No, I don't, like, you know what I'm saying?
So,
But again,
and that's,
even if you were being biased and say I'm somebody else or whatever,
mm,
and I'm watching it, you have a right to be biased towards your friend. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Because when it comes to me and my people, I'm gonna be biased all the way, and I don't have no problem admitting that.
right. But that's not really the nature of me. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's
Mhm.
the difference. And everybody's not the same. I can be cool with you And also at the same time understand that everybody's multifaceted and nobody's going to be right all the time. So
Absolutely.
there's going to be problems, there's going to be error, there's going to be things that I'm not going to agree with your conduct, right? The things that you have done. So I think like also like when people see me have conversations with Shakim, they don't see, or at least they're not listening to the part where I'm saying, hey, you did X, Y, and Z, and I don't think that was right. And you maybe should have handled it this way. And do you think that maybe the way people are feeling that this unwarranted or whatever, I'm having a conversation with you.
Right.
I'm having a conversation with this person, and I'm telling them at the same time how I feel about some of their conduct, but also asking them, can you see it? Can you see it? And there's nothing wrong with doing that. And I would do it with you. I would do it with
Mm-hmm.
anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And but then it doesn't totally make me right either, right? Because the way I see a thing is not the way another person's gonna see it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I could be wrong in how I see it. I really could be. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So it's not an absolute because there's always that unknown factor. Because whenever I'm
Absolutely.
having a conversation with somebody, there's that unknown factor
Mm-hmm.
when you're solving for. And then there's X. So what is X? Well, that's the variable you can't control. Like, I don't know. So if I'm talking to you, I might I'll come in with the knowledge that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I might have missed you and him having an engagement
Mm-hmm.
and him saying X, Y, and Z. That is the unknown. So now that has to be factored into the equation. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why Shaw Kim came at you the way he came at you or what prompted it. You know,
Oh, I did
um,
a live. I did a live going through the series of events. I'll tell you what prompted it. I did a live that went through the series of events. Didn't call him out his name, none of that stuff. I just said
yeah.
I laid out facts. The timeline of this don't make sense to that. You saying this, but then this, and that. You're saying this, but this, and that. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm,
Never called him out his name. Never. I said these things just don't make sense to me. They're not. The math is not mathing. 1 plus 1 is not equaling 2 right now. And
mm-hmm,
the next thing it was, oh, she's speaking on because I personally said that I anybody that has a brand new job and that is in training, I've never seen that much time being able to be taken off. Furthermore, that's just like in a job, you can't get FMLA for a whole until you've put a whole year into a job. That's the law. And because I said that, now I'm supposedly about to get hurt or whatever case may be, neither here nor there. I understand he's at odds with Roman. So, of course, like everybody does, when they're at odds at Roman for the most part, who do they go
mm-hmm,
for first? Me, right? They're like, oh, it's the
mm-hmm,
closest thing that'll pull him out or whatever. But then it's, oh, she gonna get hurt. And it's been said a couple of times. Now, it is what it is. I haven't said anything responding to it because, quite frankly, okay, what am I supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
mm-hmm,
Because I didn't call him out his name, whatever. I just stated the facts of the series of events that I have seen played out because everybody know, my members know I'm everywhere and I
mm-hmm,
watch everything. No, do I do my lives anymore? I just don't have the time. Um, I just had time today because classes haven't started back. So I had
mm-hmm,
some
mm-hmm,
time to waste today, but I'm everywhere. So I do see a lot more than probably the average. And I just pieced it together. Look, this, and then, and he wasn't the sole part of the conversation. Vic was a part of the conversation too.
mm-hmm,
Just the different things that was going on. He didn't like it. Okay. I'm not gonna like everybody commentary, and I don't expect everybody to like my commentary. It is what it is. And that
yeah.
was his response. Okay, all right, whatever. But that's that's how that happened.
Well, I mean, I think it's a rather strong response. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is, questioning why you have all this time off and so on and so forth, you can speak to it and you can speak to it, very clearly. Or you could say, you know what? It's none of your business why I have this time off the way it is. Just know that, I take care of my business and my household, and, and you can continue to speculate. It could be handled one way or another, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because people, no matter what you say, you could be telling the very stark, plain truth, and a person will still say you're a lie. You know your truth, and you have to live within it, right? And, but me personally, I'm not checking to see what a person's doing as far as their finances or anything like that. Just not my thing. But if one is bringing that up to prove their point or whatever, you have one or two choices. Either you either you address it plainly, or you just don't. And that is your choice. That is your choice to do so. Like me, I don't really like when people get to talking about me and stuff. I don't watch it. If
Mm-hmm.
people have went live on me and stuff like that, I don't watch their lives, because I know me. I don't need
Mm-hmm.
you to tell me or dictate policies to me about my thought process, who the fuck I am, or none of that stuff. And you talking about me ain't gonna all of a sudden make me say, "Oh, you are so right about me, and I need to be this way because you said so." No, that is not gonna happen. So, and I have a healthy sense of myself. So I don't need to go listening to you speak negatively about me. You know what I mean? Like, so, but some people like that. I feel like it's some kind of self deprecation going on, but some people feel like they need to hear all these negative things. I'm just not one of them. So I don't care. It'll simply be, I just don't care what you're saying. And you know what I'm saying? And if it makes you feel better to express yourself, then by all means do so. Do so. Get it off your chest. Hopefully you have shitted out that ton of fucking dookie in you, and you feel relieved now. Now I do know, like, you went live, right, K-Fed, and you spoke to my live, and you had said in that live, you're like, well, if King Roman did X, Y, and Z, I would tell him, right? I would not this, and that. And so you were speaking from a space
Yeah.
of, you were speaking from the space of, you probably felt like I hadn't said whatever enough to shock him, right? So that's how I took it. So I'm like, okay. And but in my mind I was thinking, well, let me point
I
out this
wasn't
little
speaking.
tidbit of information.
Yeah, I
Because
wasn't
even
speaking just to you. I was speaking in general. Like if KRM was my friend, I'm not letting him say none of this. Like that's me. But our
can you let
personalities are
grown
different.
people do, I mean, you can't control a grown person. But I do want to say this, because even Sassy, the Baroness herself, has spoke to saying that, she felt like it was a softball conversation between me and Shakim. And but she had a conversation with him behind the paid wall. And then you had mentioned that, just most recently in this conversation, that if we were to have a conversation with KRN and say you didn't disagree with him about something, it would be behind a wall, right? Or in private, not openly. The difference though between me and you and the Baroness is that I'm not talking to people behind the scenes. I don't have an IG. There's no way you can really communicate with me unless you email me. And I don't even look at my emails. Like, so you would not get a response from me. So I'm basically incognito. And the only way you could talk to me is up front. It would have to play out in a live, just like this one is playing out right now. Like, it'd be right there for everybody to see, everybody to criticize, or everybody to agree or disagree or whatever. That's the difference. So in that, I will say that I am more courageous than most people, because at least I keep it up front. It's not behind a paywall with a whole bunch of people who are rooting me on and have the same, thought process as me, or are super protective of me, right? It's not in a DM, secret
Eggy, the
message.
link. Hold on. Eggy, the link is pinned.
It's not in any of that. My stuff is up front. So it's easily criticized or easily torn apart or whatever the case may be, but at least it's up front. It's not hidden.
Could Lamar drop the link for Eggy? Okay, go ahead, y'all.
Mm,
Well, I mean, again, I'll say again, you know, if you're biased to him, who gonna check you? You know, it is what it is. And I'm not saying you are or not. I'm just saying for me, if you're gonna ain't nothing wrong with it. People gonna be biased for who they want to be biased for. People are going to side with people who they want to side with. People are going to agree with people they feel like they want to agree with and disagree with people they want to disagree with. Now, also, I'm adult enough. I may not agree with everything that you say. That don't mean I dislike you personally either. I may
Right.
feel, I may say, I think you are being a little biased here, but that doesn't mean I look at you different, if that makes sense.
No, I mean, and that's to be clear, right?
Yeah,
Because like your thought process, whether you think I'm biased or not, doesn't make me anything. It's like, what you eat don't make me shit.
correct.
See what I'm saying? So, because I'm gonna not see it, I'm not seeing it the way you see it. Because in my mind, right, and per the words that are coming out of my mouth, and I'm being very clear across the board. When
Hmm.
you say to me, X, Y, and Z took place, I'm saying, damn, that's not cool. I wouldn't have handled it that way. So that part of it, my response, I don't understand how people don't understand that. And how it's not equated to, like, at least she's being fair and she's not being dismissive of these things that are being said. And I have said it and continually keep on saying it. I don't agree with every movement that Shakim has put down, but I don't dislike Shakim. Also, I know that if we were weighing things pound for pound when it comes to DCCs and stuff, quite a few of you have engaged in a lot of fucking things that could be frowned upon. But I don't feel a way about you, and maybe it's because you didn't apply that action to me. It's different when the action is applied to you.
So can
But
I
it
ask you
doesn't mean
this?
that I'm not understanding that you did these things, because it all weighs up. Just because you haven't done anything to me in this moment doesn't mean that it could not happen to me, because you were capable of doing it. You did it. And you did it to somebody else.
So does that make you, in your mind, clock? Like, okay, I'm clocking what you're doing. Um,
I'm clocking
and
all the things that all these people do,
right.
right? I'm clocking
Hmm.
when somebody says they pissed on somebody's grave. Clock, clock, clock. I'm
Right.
clocking when motherfuckers said they didn't drunk piss from a dick for no
Right.
apparent reason. Clock, clock, clock. I'm
Right.
clocking when a person says, hey, I didn't flag a channel because I couldn't take the words that was coming out somebody's mouth. Clock, clock, clock. You know what I'm saying? It's clocked
Hmm.
across the board.
Yeah.
You just haven't applied it to me yet, but it doesn't mean that
That I
I
don't
can't,
see it.
yeah, that I can't be, in that equation one day. But I don't need to rock boats unnecessarily. I don't need to rock boats unnecessarily, and I don't need to jump on bandwagons. So it's equivalent of walking through your hood and seeing some shit, and this nigga ain't shit. Say, okay, I see you. But right now, I don't have time to. I'm not. It's not for me to engage with you right now. But one day we probably might have an engagement, and when we do, I'm understanding you fully. I understand you fully and what you're capable of and all the things in between. So, what I'm saying? I won't be caught off guard by you. You might be caught off guard by me because you were never trying to understand me. You assume some shit. But again, like I said, I be in the plus and niggas be in the negative.
I mean,
Shit.
like, I don't listen. Again, I don't feel any kind of way about whatever. Like you said, that's your friend, and that's not
Well,
a
it's a YouTube,
YouTube ship. Sorry, YouTube
well, a
ship, and
YouTube
that's
knowledge of a person because, I don't really hang with too many people. And that can't fit. Like,
yeah,
who do you see me really hanging with? Like on everything. I be in my own space. But if I end up having some kind of YouTube ship or at least engagement with you, then you know what I'm saying? I'm good with it because you haven't shown me anything. You haven't been poor towards me. But everything is until it ain't. I say that all the time. Everything
right.
is until it ain't. And so when we at the ain't, then that's where the fuck we at.
You know,
What can I do about it once we get there? If we get there? If we get there, then that's where the hell we at. We gonna stay there though too. We're not going backwards because I ain't floundering with you. Because you should have been more careful in the beginning with me, as I am with you. Not to
mhm.
be prejudging and all this other stuff. You should have, waited pound for pound, and then did what the fuck you gonna do. No, just don't do the shit because it's in the moment popular to do so. And then we here where we at together because you brought us here.
Got you. Um, I want to ask you another question. I didn't know you and Brenda had a beef.
Mm-hmm. You didn't know that? Thought you knew.
No, no,
Yeah. Are you asking? Is it more to the
no. I'm
question?
just no. I just did not know. Like I was highly aware, like that you guys had a beef like that. I had no idea that it was like that.
Yeah. Yeah, shit happens.
It does.
It was until it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Now it ain't.
Understood. Well, look again. I'm gonna take up for who I'm gonna take up for. I'm gonna be biased towards me, and I had towards whoever, and I have zero problem with saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like none,
Yeah.
at all. I'm, you know, eh, I handle things the way I handle it with who I'm gonna handle it, and keep it moving. And I think my best advice to you is, you don't owe anybody an explanation as to why you're still cool with this person, and you don't have to feel guilty about it either. Tell them I am, and what about it? What you gonna do about it? Like,
I don't feel guilty about it. That's the thing, K-Fit. But if we have these
okay,
conversations or something gets pointed out one way or another, then, it is a conversation. But I don't feel guilty about it. Just like I don't feel guilty about any of the friendship or YouTube ships I have established with people.
right.
Shit, I went through the same fucking shit with Room Shaker. Motherfuckers was gunning for me left and right when Moonshaker first was out here, and they was finding out about houses burning and grandmas falling and whatever the fuck they were saying, right? I had so many people coming at me. Why are you hanging around and whoop de wop wop wop, and it became, this is a poor sign of your judgment and your character. Now all those people who said all that stuff, right now in her chat, just can't wait for her to hit they link. You know what I'm saying? Just Room Shaker, I love you, Room Shaker. But you forget when you was coming at me behind her. And I did the same thing I'm doing now in regards to Shakim. I don't give a fuck. I don't dislike her. I like her. Now, do I agree with the things that she has done? And do I feel like some of this stuff is horrible? Hell yeah. And I have even said it to her. That situation is really no different than this situation. But because it happened so long ago, one, unless they was around and they can recall, you know what I'm saying, and weigh it pound for pound, that, one would be like, well, that's different. Well, what's the fucking difference? Really, what's the difference? Because you saying Shakim is X, Y, and Z, and they were saying that Shroom Shaker was X, Y, and Z, burning people up in houses and shit. See what I'm saying? So, but you guys are friendly with Room Shaker, and I'm not knocking you for being friendly with her.
So, do you feel people are knocking you for being friendly with him? Is that like the overarching issue that you have?
Oh, no, definitely some people are feeling some type of way because there's an allegiance unto, right? So either they're aligned with Ness or either aligned with Lemon or they're just whatever the fuck is. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But for me, again, I'm saying my thought process is different. If I feel a way
Hold
about you,
on
it's
one
because
second.
of your
Catherine,
engagement with me.
Catherine Powell, I was called up on the platform, and Sin and I are talking about the situation where people are coming for her and have been disrespectful towards her about her conversations with Shakim. And I know how she feels. I've talked to her before this conversation even happened. And me asking her questions, I already know the answers to them, but it's so that everybody else can hear this is why, this is what it is. It's not a question of who she like and who she don't like. That wasn't the premise of this. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Like me and K Fit have already had this
Yeah, we
conversation
already had this conversation.
over
Like,
at Max's.
mm-hmm.
And so if you know me well enough, or maybe say you track different places I go when I do go, and it's not too many, then you probably know where to go. And if they leave
To
the live
find
up,
you.
because there's
Right.
that part too, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they don't leave the live up, but
Right.
you could be privy to like conversations, because I don't be like in, where everybody's at. Like, so people like to be in chats where there's hundreds and hundreds of people, and they
Mm-hmm.
think it's like a lot of fanfare, and I'm just here
Right.
with popular people. I don't be over there. I be with the people. I be with the laid back people. I be somewhere where, what I'm saying, like one would call it like the hole in the wall, if you will. I'm kicking it with the underground. We gets around. And we kicking it, and we kicking it. We kicking the boo boo. We kicking the shit. And but you won't know because you too busy over there trying to be in popular land. But real shit happens in real places. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
dreamy shit happens in other places.
true indeed. And I think a lot of the good the meat and the gravy happens at a lot of the small channels anyway. That's just me personally. You see a lot of stuff that happens in a lot of other places anyway. Uh, in smaller channels, you see a lot of stuff. You get a lot of information because conversations are allowed to happen. People aren't hitting the link, disrupting the flow of whatever is going on, per se, at those places. But
And I'm
I
not saying
just
that like because
mhm,
I'm over here that like, I'm saying that everything's agreeable. So so like I could be talking to a person and they might not agree with me, but I listen to them. I'm able to take their feedback, and I'm able to, send,
mhm,
I think you shouldn't X, Y, and Z because it looked like this, that, another. And I
mhm,
respect that because you're doing it, I feel like at a good place. And I'm able to say to you, I understand, but I can't go against how I am morally built. You know what I'm saying? The
mhm.
structure of myself. I just don't fucking jump off or jump on bandwagons to be against a person if you
Mhm.
have been in the presence of me and never done me no type of dirty, as they say. I wasn't made like that, built like that. You know what I'm saying? It
I
isn't
fully
necessarily,
understand it.
I couldn't do it to UK Fit. I couldn't do
Mhm.
it to anybody. I even expressed that to Goosey. If they was gunning for Goosey and stuff, I couldn't do that to him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But like, I'm just not
And
one for that.
everybody, and also everybody breaking point is a little different. Everybody decision, they break point is different with people. And I understand that fully as well because where I may have thought I would have told this person to go to the left, you may not see it that way, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Well, I definitely have to have a breaking point with somebody, but they probably would have had to done something to me. If I was you and somebody was threatening me in a way or making it seem like, something bad was going to happen to me, that would be my breaking point. You know what I mean? I'd have been like, bitch, what? Oh, okay. Well, let's get it done one time.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen to me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, Brooke. Um, no, I understand. Like, trust me, I get it, and I think me and you had this conversation. I told you, look, you like who you like. You don't like who you don't like. That's not gonna make me view you any different. And I do think, where your angst is, and correct me if I'm wrong, was how people were coming at you about how they were viewing how you were, I guess, that dialogue between you and him. Instead of coming at you like talking to you like now, they were attacking you. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, I think angst want to be the proper word. Because in truth, like, okay, how this conversation even came about was because I was given an example using the Shaquem situation.
Mhm.
There's no angst in it, right? It's just what it is.
Mhm.
And so then it simply becomes a larger conversation because one might it might trigger a thought in them to say, well, X, Y, and Z to me. So then it becomes a bigger, larger conversation. But in the midst of this, if we go back to the beginning, I was just giving an example of how in my mind, a lot of times I see a lot of the people on YouTube as like, say a page out of Lord of the Flies, you know? And
Mhm.
I expect in any moment that they gon' put somebody on a pit and start eating them because they starved to death or whatever. Now that's quite descriptive, and you probably would have had read Lord of the Flies, but to me, it's like an equivalent of. And so when I give those descriptors, then it becomes even a larger conversation. Like, oh wow, because people don't
Mhm.
see themselves that way.
Mhm.
They don't see mob mentality or savagery or any of that kind of stuff or lack of, reasoning. They don't
So
see that
so
because they
you
find themselves reasonable at all times.
so do you think that people were like mobbing after you? Like it was a mob coming after you?
Again, I said it became a mob mentality because people have their cliques, their crews, and their cults. I call them the C3POs. They have their allegiances and their alignments too. And then also they have their experiences. And if I don't fully know your experience, right, you can only see my engagement with the person that you dislike,
Right.
right? So then it becomes, oh, she likes that person, so she must be just as bad or just as whatever. And I'm saying I take everybody individually and I separate
8.5.
their engagement with other folks, right?
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
just because I gave the example earlier, like when it comes to Max and Room Shaker, I feel like they're meaner than me. They don't agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Max want to buy me down because I fucking said she meaner than me. But then here you go, okay, Phil. I seen you jump off on some people. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like they might get to it real quicker, than me. But it's not like we all can't come with it. You know what I mean? So it's and then I even so she's gone. But I even went through that with Max. People felt a way about Max, and Max will tell you, shit. But I didn't go for it because I didn't see her that way. And there was respect of that.
Welcome back, K-Fit.
Sorry, yeah, I knocked my own self
Yeah.
out.
It's
So
but
okay.
I
you
can
can't win them all,
no,
and so
you can't. And you
you
shouldn't
can't
even
win them all.
try. You shouldn't
So
even try, to be honest. So
it will just be a
You
respect.
said the person doxing my family in the chat is horrible. Who doxing your family? Because I stopped reading the chat and I want to know who they was doxing because I don't know who they is. What's their name? What's their
binary, come
name?
up and put it in the back chat so she can handle it.
Right, because I don't know. I stopped reading the chat a while ago. Y'all was typing too much. If y'all didn't know, I was eating. Excuse me, I'm a fat girl.
Who's
Yeah.
doxing who? Because I don't believe in doxing
I
either.
don't
I don't.
know.
I don't
Yeah.
care about like all the business of people's
Read
lifestyles
your
and all
text
that.
message, room shaker. Okay, let me read my text message, girl.
Yeah, like that's another thing. I don't agree with doxing. You know what I'm saying? But quite a few
I don't
people
let them.
do it.
I don't allow them to dox on my channel, so it must not be no mods in the chat because the mods should have took care of that. But hold on, I'm reading my text message.
Unless they have their
The little.
name
Oh,
on.
okay, I got you. I got you.
Oh, okay, I see the one.
Somebody doxed his people. I mean,
They
doxed his.
doxing his wife.
It's a
Oh, they
picture.
doxed. Oh, that's not cool.
So
No,
you
Okay,
and I
know
hold
don't.
on, I got him.
Yeah,
profile pic.
I got my thought process
Um,
binary, but I wouldn't agree with that. Leave his children, his
I
wife
got it.
alone.
I took
Just
care of
learn from
everybody,
him.
Harry.
In case.
You could have said something about putting my channel on risk. You should have came up here and said something. Look, y'all, I don't know half of y'all name, even though I probably done heard you doctor or whatever. I still don't check for y'all information. I don't put it in my membrane. I don't play like that. I think
It
that's
was a
weird
picture.
behavior.
It was
Facts.
a profile picture.
But I don't know who his wife is either. I don't even know what binary look like. And they say he done cammed up. I ain't seen nothing now live.
He
When it
has
comes to
cammed up.
Ken,
I've only seen a picture of
I
him like
seen, like,
on
I didn't even realize it because I'm looking at the chat. I see, but when you're not zoned in on it, and it's kind of hard, it's smaller on your phone. But then once I looked at it, I was like, oh, they're talking about this.
And I think you have to care. Like, you have to be invested to care about what a person looks like or their family dynamic and stuff. And I'm just not invested in that matter. I don't give a flying fig. And
Yeah,
whenever
I
I have,
don't allow doxing. Hold on, let me say this. I don't allow doxing on my page. I don't care who it is. As you can see, I ain't even allowing people to come up here and join a conversation if you can't be civil. Only way it's a no rule zone and you still ain't allowed to dox. As if hell and the flames is going up. It's everybody fending for yourself. But
Right.
when it's actually people that want to hold a conversation, I do make y'all hold to a civil manner. But I
like,
don't agree with doxing. So all y'all got to do is bring it to my attention or let me know and I will handle it accordingly. Thank you. Go ahead, y'all.
and I like that about Room Shakers. So I don't know. People probably are trying to hit the link or whatever the case may be. They feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like.
No, actually, the only one that asked for the link was Aggie, but he didn't come over here, so I wasn't worried about it.
Egg, you want to sing a song?
He said, he said he wanted to give his objective, so I was letting him come up, but I guess nobody ever felt good enough to drop the link for him.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
But I
Yeah,
mean, like, this is
if
us
other people want to
talking.
come up, I can get down in the
Why
conversation.
you gotta get down?
I'm just saying. I
I'm
got
gonna
about
let you get
35
attacked
minutes.
over here. Not when y'all having a nice civil conversation, because I think the point of conversations is when you actually want to get understanding and clarity. So
Yeah,
I don't allow people to interrupt them type of moments. But if it was on some woo banging or like I said, the flames was going and it was a welcome to hell moment, it'll be
it's
everybody
totally
standing to
different.
pay for themselves.
And
Absolutely.
again, people
Absolutely.
have to understand that me and K Fit have had this conversation,
Yes,
not
we have.
as
Right. This is not
as it
new
is in
for
this
us.
moment. Like, we have had this conversation and we had it at Max's, and so, like, this is not like a new engagement with
Mm-mm.
me and K Fit. Like,
And we've had
and
other
so
conversations where we can just talk. Like,
yeah, so we just talk, and so there's nothing, like, it's not neither here nor there. It's just, two ladies having a conversation. We can agree or disagree,
disagree.
or
Right.
get understanding, or whatever the case may be. So, like,
Mhm.
and for me, like, when I'm having a conversation with most people, I say it all the time, and I've said it in the past. I personally don't care if you don't understand me. Like, if you don't get to understanding where I'm coming from, or even if you just choose not to. Because the conversation is not for you to understand me, though I will express myself so that you can have an understanding, but it's for me to understand you. That's why I
Right.
stay in the plus, you know what I'm saying? And most people stay in the negative. Because I already know, like, I know what I know, and I know what you know. Like,
Okay, y'all. And who is Sue Ellen? Because they gonna start trying to be funny now. I ain't never seen these people a day in my life. But
Either.
now
I
y'all got
haven't
me
seen it
paying
in
more closer attention to my chat.
well, I mean, trolls would come out.
Yeah, Trolls
Would
is
come,
definitely out because I've never seen that one before.
hmm
Binary, do that name belong to you?
Lord, not asking us to do
Because if it
that.
do, oh,
Why are
okay,
they
Just
why
so
are
that's a
they
oh,
trolling?
resident
Byron said
troll.
it's a
Okay.
resident
Why are they
troll. Oh,
trolling
okay.
binary? Like, well, never mind. hmm
Eggie, Bobbin, could you drop the link for Eggie? Eggie want to come up.
Is it pen? I thought it was pen.
It is Pen. I don't know what the hell going on with Eggie. I
Oh.
don't need, is that really Eggie? Like, I'm gonna make you verify. I gotta hear your voice or something. Let me see if you on the block list. Let me check the block list because I normally don't. Um, Eggie, I don't even see you on my block list. Yeah, Eggie ain't on here.
See,
Binary, you gonna have a big
Ghetto
show
says
in the
I have
morning,
him
ain't
blocked.
you?
Ghetto says I
Ghetto
have
said,
him blocked, and I don't have him blocked on my StreamYard. So, but now I'm
have
starting
you
to think
checked
he's
have you
online.
checked Google?
Yeah, I checked all the spaces, and I
Oh.
just don't see him there. So, like, I'm thinking he just making this crap up. But, like, why make it up? But I never know, because I always, like, sometimes I be feeling like people just be trolling and being with the mess when it comes to me, because I will just go by what you say, face value. You know what I mean? And so maybe it's like easy for them to feel like they've done something, because I'm gonna believe you until I can't believe you. You know
Mm,
what I mean? I don't have no reason to, like, go against whatever you're saying in the moment, but it will come out one way or another, whether you're telling the truth or not.
yeah.
right, because Eggie ain't on the block list, so I don't know what they're talking about. Hey,
Yeah.
Molly.
But I definitely
I hit
think that
another super chat. Did I miss it? Let me see.
I think
um,
you
Oh
did.
no. Okay, Highlander gang in the. Okay, I caught you because I
hey,
just want
big
to say it got another one up here. Hey, Big O. Hello
mm-hmm.
to everybody that might have into our stuff in my face. Y'all be telling me to stop smacking in y'all goddamn ear, so I was being pleasant.
And I don't hit a lot of links. There's only a few links that I will hit. And if I do hit your link and stuff, it's like it'll be probably more so in one off. But Room Shaker is one of the places I will hit a link, and maybe not as frequently as like say I go over there with Max. Like with Max, I'll hit the link for more frequently. But there's only a few people that you'll see me like hit their link. And Shaquem was one of them as well. You know what I mean? But I'm just not hitting links like that. So it's kind of like, you'd have to catch me, like if you can type of thing.
Yeah,
For me to even hit
you hit
Goosey's
my
link,
link
that was
before,
very
but
odd.
I don't I don't go live enough. And I don't
Yeah,
go.
I've hit your link before, but it's like
Mhm.
few and far in between. And for me to even hit Goosey's link, that was very odd. And I don't know what possessed me to do that. But we had a conversation, so
Yeah.
Mm. How's the puppy doing? Did he get any treats yet?
Who? Maisie, my daughter.
Yeah. How many dogs
Yeah.
you got?
Oh no, I only got one. She got a bunch of Christmas treats, like the toys that they can find the squeaker in the middle, and I
Um,
found a treat that has peanut butter spread on one side. She really liked them, and I got her a new harness because she's getting big now. Like she getting real
does
big.
your dog know colors? Because I had a dog, I call him Benji dog, at
Mhm.
one in time, and my dog knew colors. I could say, "Oh, go get the yellow toy," and definitely would go get the yellow toy, or go get the green, and they would definitely go get the green toy. So, like, does your dog know colors?
I don't know. I've never tried it out. I've never tested it out. But
the dog.
she's a service animal, so like she picks up on my son's movements. Like
Oh yeah, that
when he's getting overstimulated and stuff like that, she picks up on that real well and knows like what to do. Um,
yeah.
is very alert. Like she's always alert, like looking like, who's that? Like somebody's coming close to the door, or she walks. We all three walk to the car in the morning, and we take them to therapy. Like so, she's really alert that way. So she might. I don't know.
Is the dog very comforting to him? Because like, does he
Very,
seem more calmed with
very.
presence? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Service dogs are great dogs.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
especially when like
Hey, Duchess Kelly Love.
it's
Hey,
changes going on,
Kim.
like throughout the holiday. His schedule changes because things are closed, school is closed, like all that. So his schedule looks different. So it can be, he can be like, wait a minute, I thought we were going here. Why are we not going here? Da, da, da. It's kind of like that. So she guides him very well. They like siblings.
Oh,
They
that's nice.
Yeah, they sleep together every day, every night.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's very nice. I didn't know you had got a dog.
Yeah, it's my son's therapy dog. She's a golden doodle, chocolate golden doodle. Well,
Oh,
chocolate doodle.
golden doodle.
Mm-hmm.
So, when they're golden doodles, they have hair, not fur, correct?
Correct.
Yes, that's great. Because that fur is something else. I
Yeah.
like dogs that have hair. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
So have you taught her how to walk on a leash yet?
Oh, she did. Before she came to us, she went to training. So she already knew how to do all that, knew her tricks and everything. She was
Wait
potty
a minute.
trained.
When you showed us the video, you was trying to get her to walk with the leash and she wouldn't do it. Or that's a different dog.
No, she didn't want to do it. She was going somewhere
Oh,
else. Like she was looking. That's when I had first got her, and she was trained in the country. So I live in the city.
and
So
so she got to have a leash.
right, and all of the cars passing by, where she's like, "What is this? I want to go to this car. I want to go over here." And I'm like, "Girl, this is what girl? But now, no, she puts her heart. She even ducks her head into the harness. She ducks her head into
Okay.
the harness, and she cool. She really don't pull you. None of that stuff. They taught her all. She actually has to go back again when she gets a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
For what they call deep pressure training.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
she knows how
And
to
she know
apply
how to knock on the
pressure.
door and all that kind of stuff. And,
Yep.
and yeah.
Because she even while he's in the shower, she lays right at the door, like watching,
Mm-hmm.
like she's looking at everything, like she don't miss a beat. He had caught a cold and he was coughing. She came and ran into the kitchen to come get me. I'm like, I hear him. I hear him.
Mhm,
Like, and I'm
mhm.
coming. Like, okay. She's like, wait a minute now. But yeah.
Dogs are very in tune. Also, they know when you're sick. They know when something's wrong. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? If you pay attention to them, they will tell you if somebody is ill, you know, and all kinds of stuff. They're very in tune like that.
mhm.
Hmm.
Yep, 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 yep.
They can
What else
tell when
did
who got cancer and
oh yeah.
everything.
They can tell when
Definitely.
people pregnant and everything too.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can sense all of that. So yeah. What else been going on?
Nothing
I
much.
Girl,
mean, I've been
everybody.
around, but
I've been watching Sean G do his thing and trying to
oh,
figure out
he
what's
out.
happening over there. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he been
out.
there.
And he's going live now because like when he
Oh,
first
okay.
came out, it was like a big old whoopie doo about, you know, mink and some other things and stuff. But I seen her over there on his panel this morning, and he's been going live like back to back. Like last night he went live and he had like a lot of people over there, and then he ended his live and came back
Thank you,
and
Tori.
went live, and they all trickled down up in there again. So you know what I'm saying. And so like he's giving like people in the Mo3 sector a run for their money. And now I don't know if it's going to be steady that way because like when a person first comes on the board, there's an interest to them one way or another. Then things kind of wane off. But before Sean G went to jail, he did have like a very lively chat. Like a lot of people hung out over there. And then when he had went through that whole situation with VS, right? They kind of pulled some of the people into the beef sector into knowledge of him with the whole denouncing and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? You remember that when they had that denouncing
Ooh,
situation?
I do remember. It was a bunch of them on the panel. Like all of them was like on the panel or something like that. I vaguely remember.
Yeah, and then
Some.
it became this whole thing about denouncement and just illiteracy and some other shit. But it was a thing. So, but yeah, he's back, and so I'm not really watching him that intensely, but I just peek in from time to time. And I'm like, okay, it's the normal, usual suspects, and we'll see which way it goes.
not your life, not you say well Sean G the
Happy
shooter.
life.
Huh? You say what?
I
He said,
said
"Was
well
Sean
Sean
G
G
the
the
shooter?"
shooter.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Who's the
Lord have
suitor?
mercy. Sean G. He asking, it was Sean G the shooter? Lord have mercy.
Oh,
Hey,
mm-mm.
youngest.
I
Hey.
don't know.
What else was I gonna ask? Y'all saw Mia went live. What's y'all thoughts about her?
I didn't watch it.
I popped in
Um,
over there for a second.
so what
I
did
was
you think
wondering.
about her live?
I think she's cool. I don't have nothing. I think that was like what her second live, so you're gonna be a little nervous going live or whatever.
Her second live.
I think it's only her second live.
No
Mm.
man.
Oh, it's not. Then I don't know. Then I don't know.
Well, what happened in the live, K-Fit? Because I'm aware of one live, but you
She
might be
was,
talking.
she was just really kind of talking like I think kind of briefly. I wasn't over there long, so I think it was briefly like about audio and stuff, like
Oh,
all of
okay.
that going on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's about it. Cause all what was that? All yesterday, all it was what's her name? Big Dot, whatever her name, and
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Lemon and Ghetto and Dragons and
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
She seems nice enough. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
she does seem like a sweet person though. Like
Yeah. Like she seems nice enough. So, first impressions and all. But you never know. Like as time goes by, you'll get to know, like get a feel for her. But she
mm,
does seem to have her own little following or people that are have gravitated towards her, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? So it is always nice when you first start off, you have gravitation. But I hope she understands that whoever you start off with, it'll only be a few that will actually remain your day ones, and something will happen. There will be a shakeup, and then you'll
right.
find a whole new set of people coming in, and a whole set of other people going out, and it'll shake up
Who the
like
hell is the sneaky link? Some of these
Who?
hey Miss Goosey, some of these people names I ain't never seen.
Goosey in here.
What
Mm,
Goosey at?
No, I'm
Happy Life?
asking.
Oh no, I said it say Sneaky Link.
Oh, I've seen that page before.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about none of these. You reading the chat now? I'm learning not
What
to read.
Happy Life?
Good
Happy
afternoon.
Oh
life.
my God.
Hey,
What's
happy
up,
life.
happy life?
What's up, Sincere K Fit in the building?
How
What's
you
up?
doing, happy
What's up
life?
with
How's
you?
your day?
Hey. My
Happy Life,
day.
we gonna have to get you one of them dogs her son got.
What?
Thanks.
Why?
Now,
Why he need a service dog?
To keep him off the goddamn links.
Lord.
I have not been hitting some damn links, Room Shaker. I only hit 2 links per day. I don't hit
You
links
was
like
on Goosey Link and wasn't even up there talking to Ed on. I be everywhere, I just don't drop down. Okay. You was on Goosey Link and wasn't even talking to nothing, holding up the panel. Like you see he ain't paying
you
for his
know
stream. Y'all
you
only can have a
know
certain
how I
amount of
get
numbers.
down. You
What
know
was
how
you
I
on
get
Goosey's
down.
link for? What was you doing?
Just
oh,
sitting there being a
yesterday I was sitting
decoration.
Lord.
there, not an ornament on the tree.
Yeah, and
Hey,
he can
hey, the
only
only
have
He's
six
reason
gonna hit the
people.
link if he
And
thinks
he
a
can
whole bunch
only
of stuff is going down. He's gonna be
Yeah,
right
and
there.
he
that's
can
so
only have
sincere.
6 people up there because he didn't pay his Streamyard. And Happy Life decided that he wanted to sit there and Gucci was started asking people to drop down. I'm like, tell Happy Life to get his ass down.
Mm-mm. Well,
Man, did you see the chat though? They wanted my ass off the link. One of them say, "Get your ass down, Happy Life."
Right.
Happy life. Come on down here in the chat with us, okay, boo? It's all right down here too.
Hey, hey, hey! I follow whatever you say, K Fit. You might want to hit the link like Miss Toby and be like, "Hey, Happy, just drop down with us, sweetie." And I'll drop down.
the K Fit is one of your wives. I thought Very Carey is she one of your wives? Because Very
Barry
Carey is your
Carey,
wife.
Barry
So,
Carey is the one. What you talking about, sincere?
so how y'all feel about Bernie coming out here saying Baby Bob gave him herpes?
Do what?
Oh,
Lord,
How y'all feel
Barney,
about
who is
Barney
Baby
coming out
Bob?
here saying Baby Bob gave her herpes?
Who are these
Uh,
people?
Barney is from Avatar Nation, and Baby Bop is Rob Rax.
Lord,
yeah.
baby,
Father
I don't
God,
know. I think
Father
like
God.
I don't know why she would be telling this story, but I do know, like, we know, like, in the Mo3 sector, there was a whole story around SD having it and not having it and my charts and all this stuff. And I think sometimes, like, I feel like it might end up being a storyline because well, it is one now, but what I'm saying is that it could go venture into some more things where she could say, well, I was just saying that because I was upset with him. And that's not really true. Like it might flip, you know? So you just have to watch it play itself out. And it's my understanding that she's pregnant and then also she doesn't want to keep the baby. So I could be wrong about that part, but that's how it was presented or brought to me,
That's
you
some,
know?
I'm gonna say this. It's okay to not tell all your business all the time.
Facts.
Yeah.
Unless
It is
there's scandals.
okay to be quiet, and it's okay to not drum up a storyline too. Like it is really okay.
They
Definitely.
said she in her 30s. But yeah, that was the question I asked because I didn't think none of y'all was gonna have it. I said, so did he have the herpes before Tracy, after Tracy, or was this during the Janet Empress era, or did this just occur with her?
I mean, I've never heard, like, I don't really care for Rob Rack like that, but I've never ever heard that he had the herpes. And so this is like new territory. And she was just so enamored with him. And now all of a sudden she has herpes and she's pregnant and all these things. And he is and he's a, you know, incubator of herpes. And I don't know. So like I said, it could switch any moment where she'll come out here and be like, "Oh, I was just upset with him, and I just made up the most
Well, I
worst
heard
thing
that
I
because
could."
what's the name put it out, and she was talking to Goosey about it, and Goosey was like, "Stop telling her business." Then Goosey went over there. That's why I brought that up in Goosey Live, because he went over there and he typed on Diva Tomboy's wall, "Diva, could you please take this video down?" And he said he talked to her behind the scenes, so he didn't want to cover that as commentary, and that's when people was getting offended, calling him out. Cause they was like, so certain people get protection and certain conversations can't be held over here. And they was like, that's being biased. And then I was like, that's gonna start an op trail and make people start flaring up. Cause they was like, he'll be good. I say, Goosey would be good to be on the board, but if he start making enemies, they gonna start knocking him down like they do everybody else.
Well, he's gonna make enemies regardless. Like as much as
Neighborhood
I think in
table.
Bootie's mind,
Good
I
Hey
think
table.
guys,
he
Phil.
feels like he's being
I've
fair.
been tested after Tracy and I'm good. I have that bitch. I'm not going to spread a lie on him clean, so it's not Tracy. Wait, I've been tested after Tracy. Who the hell are you? Hey,
Mm, mm, mm,
Goofy.
That's
mm,
Noble in the chat
mm.
talking.
DC in the house.
Oh, that's Noble. So are y'all around here having unprotected sex?
He
I
said he
done
was
seen
tested. Well, I
shout,
mean that would be the right
yeah,
thing
shouts
to do.
out to shouts
Mm,
out to Swamper Thing because her shit look ate up and nasty and it looked like it could be infected with some
Damn.
shit. But I was so disappointed and upset that somebody sent me a naked picture of Empress Janet standing in the morning straight out the
Oh
shower, but all
God.
naked. It looked like the bush was so matted that it ain't never been trimmed, cut, or nothing in his life, and it looked like it was just an infection. Like, so I can imagine.
an infection.
Oh
Mm,
my.
mm,
Oh
mm.
my.
Empress Janice look, since I wish you had Instagram because I sent it to since Empress Janice look nasty naked. It's like the whole gap, but girl, it just was nasty. I cuss Rico the fuck out for sending it to me. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm glad I don't have an Instagram because I don't want none of that stuff coming my way. I don't want these niggas fucking finding me, DMing me, saying anything. I don't want to know none of these people's business, none of their lives. I don't care. Like literally. And don't email my ass because guess what? I'm not going to email you
Hey
back and I'm not going to
Goosey,
open it.
check out Goosey. Well, Goosey said that
Hey
well
Goosey,
no,
Goosey hit the link.
yeah, they said she didn't give it to. She
Mm,
gave it to Rod Rice for something that happened in her kid years. But then people were saying that ain't what she said, so they was arguing in Goosey live about what actually did she say during her live. So all I know is I watched what Diva Tomboy put out, and she was calling Rod Rack, telling Rod Rack that he needs to tell everybody that he got it and she got it too.
Damn.
I mean, she could be
That's a
making it
lot.
up.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You can tell with these storylines with these people, they'll make up anything. He got herpes, he got STDs. It's just ain't no telling. They
That's
could
what I'm
use it.
saying. Like it might, flip
Okay,
flop.
Goosey, if you coming, come on, because I could put y'all on mute because Brianna just went live and I want to be nosy because she said she addressing what happened to Lemon trying to set her up with King Roman and Kayo
Wow.
and all that stuff. She said he only getting a drive back. He ain't getting no lingering on conversation, but she didn't appreciate what he did. He gave her permission to play that live and did told them to go strike it.
Oh.
Damn.
Who
Not
Mm-mm-mm.
Brianna going
Mm-mm.
told who to go strike what?
Lemon
Kyle's.
gave Brianna permission to play her live and then play his live. And then when she played it, Kayo's them asked him and he said no, they can strike it.
Mm-hmm.
on. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I must
because
not have been here for that.
King Kyle's like, Lemon, you
Hey
want me to flag the
Goofy.
video?
I must
Can
not have
you
been
hear
here
me?
for that. Hey Goosey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can hear you
good.
loud
Hey,
and clear.
hi, hi. On the Barney shit. Um, no, so I don't really speak about it because I talked to her. But yeah, the whole bias thing. It was really Dimples that was upset because a while ago there was a situation where Dimples was on my panel talking shit about James. James hit the link. I let James up, and James basically.
James is in Treasure.
Yeah, James did his
Hit
thing
your
with
hit your
Dimples.
link.
Why you say that like it's a surprise?
I am surprised, but go ahead.
My channel pre everything was pretty it had movement, a little movement. But yeah, and she got upset. She was upset at me for a minute.
So James must have told her a new one.
Yeah.
Or him.
So she said that what did she say? She said I set her up some bullshit. And then the other day she doxed Bree on my channel.
Oh. Okay.
So
Is
Yeah,
that the
I told her.
redoxing that was mentioned? Like, didn't Boomjaker, wasn't you the one that said that Bray had got redoxed or something? Was it you?
Yeah, she did it
Yeah.
on Goosey panel.
Oh wow.
No, I've had
Well,
like I've had James hit my link. I had Sean Bradley hit my link one night when Tracy got arrested. Um,
So Tisha got arrested again?
No,
no,
he's
this was
talking
like
about NM. He's talking about
old.
NM.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
old stuff. But have I talked to who since? Bree? Bree hit the link like a few minutes after um Dimples did what she did.
Mm.
I don't really fuck with Dimples anymore though, if I'm being honest.
Why? You found out something new and exciting?
Nah, I'm just like you can't really help people that don't want help for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna let Dimples do what she wants to do. But
Mm.
yeah,
So
I'm
y'all
not.
never did answer me. Did Shakim pop out or not? Cause Kyle, did you ever answer me, sir? Cause I said, did he pop out or something? Cause you said you gonna pick up what you left off. What made you post that post? Cause everybody was saying that they thought he had popped out, but I told him I ain't seen him. So carry on.
I think it was a wall post that was made. I think. And Kaios also said, I just asked a question. Did she have permission? I was never going to flag her. She deleted the video off of impulse. Her fault, not mine.
I read
Mm,
that.
but she should have kept it up. And I mean, sometimes you got to keep things up just to see where people coming from.
No, I wouldn't even risk it. Like you just got
Yeah,
down,
I don't
your
think.
channel
And
just
she
got
just
off
got,
a strike.
remember, she had a strike. So, and you don't want to risk that, especially because that's her monetized page.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, then one could say, just like
Hey,
Kyle
Queen
said
Pisces.
right now, it was impulsive on her behalf because I had no intention. The only way you can really know if a thing is to a place itself fully out.
Oh, Kaio said, "Oh, he popped out here, doxing my family and Binary's family. I'll deal with him later." Oh,
When did that
Okay.
happen?
I didn't know. Child.
damn.
Oh,
And
one up. Oh,
That
one
happened
up. Yeah,
today?
That happened today, Kaios. I'm lost about that too.
yeah. They're saying he's a dude that was doxing people in the chat.
Well, we
Wait,
know
what?
he was doxed. Kaios' family was doxing in chat too.
No, they're saying Shakim was doxing people
Oh
in the chat.
yeah,
In
under the
what
troll
chat? Where,
page.
whose
This
live was
chat
this?
This one
Wait, Shakim was here?
under
underneath
a
her
troll
troll
page. They're saying.
They know that's his troll page?
I mean, let's be honest here. Who else is gonna do it?
page.
who else is gonna do it? You're right.
I don't know. I mean, I got a lot of people that troll me, and every time I say who it is, people try to tell me that's not the case.
Hey,
And
I
Queen.
then
mean,
and
it's
Well,
like
they
a.
don't
say it's
seem
not done right.
to have the same. You know what I'm saying? They're not like how you're laughing it off and stuff. Like whenever I say it's X, Y, and Z, oh, you're just da, 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 da. You couldn't possibly be. You don't know what you're talking about. So you know.
Well, we
Well,
can see
nobody's
him
gonna
going
tell
into
they troll
binary because
page.
okay, binary. If you still in the chat, okay, the jab might be coming for you, and he might be doxing your family because you did a little live and you pulled up the fact that he was missing drive whatever it is, DMV court or whatever y'all call it down there in Detroit. And basically that he had a warning. He was the one that asked for a virtual hearing and they granted him one and he still didn't show up for the virtual. So you was the one that admitted that and you showed proof that he had a warrant. So why was he still going to limit court date? So that might be why he doxing you, because a lot of people said that they felt like you was wrong. If you was his friend, you shouldn't have doxed him or you shouldn't have gave other people ammo.
Binary
But
was never Shakim's friend. He
I was
pretended to
about to
be
say,
so,
were they
but
friends for real?
I know,
he
no.
never liked
a
him.
restraining order against him for stalking him and harassing him and his wife and
Yes,
family. So that's why I say that I thought Bad was just keeping it cute and doing commentary because he said it really wasn't no lines he wasn't willing to cross, wasn't no boundaries. So I that's
I
if
mean,
Shakim is
that happened a long time ago, and then Binary had been chumming with Shakim and hitting his link, and Shakim was hitting his link,
They
and
said
I think
Shakim
that's
turned
where
against binary. Yeah,
that's
so
where
that's
people
why I say if
mm,
he is popping out doxing your wife and stuff again, that's probably the reason why.
Mm.
Yeah, I think there was some confusion. That's why, like, when people do things to you, like, you shouldn't go back with them or whatever. And I've said that time and time again. If you do a thing to me, such as say, where it warrants for me to put a restraining order on you, I'm just not going to go back and be friendly with you because that brings confusion to the
The Billy
table. Like,
Goat was a fool to think cold. Wait, the Billy Goat was a fool to think cold with his friend, who is friends with somebody after having to put a 2-year restraining order on them. Oh, wow.
say what
They were
happened?
fine for a while, but had disagreement related to some of the Umar sector drama. Who would be friends with somebody that had a 2-year restraining order against them is what it said.
Yeah, exactly. So why did those things take place? Is what I'm saying. Why was there a friendliness, a jumping on each other's panels, all the things in between after something like that took place? I found it very odd. And so for me personally, I would just say that Binary was buying his time. Maybe in the moment he was shedding his skin, you know what I'm saying? And he needed a new coat of freshly slimy slitheriness, you know what I'm saying? So that he could strike properly.
Okay, y'all, even with it being Brenda's, that was what I thought too. Brenda, what? What Brenda say? What she had? Was it really doxing? Cause well, it was doxing because it was personal information. But the information has been released before about his own sector. That's how they found out he had a warrant. That's what made the X originally start calling the police on him when he went to Vegas. So he didn't have these charges lingering for a while, and everybody was aware of that.
I
Mm.
mean, that's his sector, the Umar sector. They all know dirty deeds about each other. Like they can go back and forth about each other, and one would have to kind of go and be invested to know all the dirty deeds of all the people that have decided to, bring themselves into the beef sector. But you're only going to look at what you are willing to look at or hear what you're willing to hear.
That's
You know what I'm
fair.
saying?
That's fair. But Saida, can I ask you a question?
Hold on,
No,
before that,
Goosey.
Goofy, hold on. I gotta go pick up Jax, but thanks for the conversation. Thanks for letting me up. One
All
second.
right,
Thank you,
KFIT.
KC.
Thank
All
you.
right,
I'll
Anytime,
KP.
be
Oh,
in
I
the
boo.
want to
chat.
thank
All
you.
right,
Say
Um,
bye,
hey.
I
Goofy.
want to tell you again, thank you for sharing me out when you do KFIT, and I
No
appreciate it,
problem.
girl.
Anytime.
No, Goosey, you can't ask me no questions.
Why not?
No, because you're about to be messy. I can
Just
feel it in
just
the
one.
air.
Just one. Just one. Just one.
No, yeah.
No. Okay, I'll just say it then. I
Oh, so
was
now I'm being
I,
forced to hear it.
I was
Okay,
just
thank you.
wondering. I was just wondering if you knew about the whole situation where Shakim doctored the receipts with
Doctor, what? Oh, that's what they were saying earlier. What receipts? Like which ones are you talking about?
Lemon, saying that Lemon was gay and they did X, Y, and Z in Vegas.
Oh no, say what happened now?
This is like 10 months ago.
Okay, 10 months ago, what happened?
He went to Jay Wilson and TMO and said that him and Lemon he doctored text messages that made it look like they were in a relationship and
Mm-hmm.
said that Lemon gave him head.
Oh wow. Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know about that. Or if I did know about it, like it was very fleeting in my mind. Because like half the time, I'm trying to tell people I don't listen to all the engagements with these people because I feel like in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they're gonna be friendly again. So when it comes to Lemon and Shakim, like they keep going back and forth. Now this is the longest that they have been adversarial,
It's
but
been a ceasefire.
oh, they're at a ceasefire now. Okay, well,
It looks like it. Like nobody's saying much about each other.
I'm saying this is the longest
And
they have.
also, the chat says I have to put Ness in it too because Ness did back the shit up.
Okay, so
TMO
let me
did
just
too then.
so let me say
TMO was fooled and bamboozled.
let me say this. I did not know, or at least Shakim might have. I don't know if I don't know because I just don't remember. So I have to stand on. I don't recall. Okay, so let's just
Yeah.
say that, and then also I don't think that was very necessary because the way Shakim and Lemon were engaging with each other, it gave off some kind of tension, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and it seemed very like there was a underlying something there, right? And so there was a lot of back and forth with them, and so that would be very unnecessary. And if he did do something like that, I would say that he was just being super petty and wanted to, like, just be an asshole towards him. But they have mentioned earlier today, well, later on, earlier in this live, that that would be a case of a doctoring, right? And then backed up by S. And then they're saying that he quite possibly could have doctored the receipts that came out recently, where he outed everybody who was part of this flag team. So, but history does play a role in things. So you do have to go by the history of people, their movements and stuff, and factor all that in too, the
Yeah.
possibilities of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I think at the end of the day, you're gonna like who you're gonna like, and nobody can really pressure you about it because we all have people that we like that do fucked up shit.
But what does
So
liking who you like have to do with the fact if somebody doctors something or not, and then knowing the history of their movements?
no, that's
Does
what
that have
I'm just
to do with
saying.
anything?
You like Shakim.
I mean, I haven't been like, I think I've said that,
Yeah, so
but
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
Timo.
I'm saying you like Shakim, and nobody's gonna shake you off with that.
I might be
So
dismissive of the things that you're bringing. I am saying to you that there's a history of somebody doing stuff. It will stand to reason that the
No, that
possibility
comment
of
was made.
doing that
Tim had been
is
something.
there, right? So I just mentioned to you something that you wouldn't have been privy to unless you were here, but you might have been here, where they brought to me and said to me earlier in this live that Shakim, they feel like he doctored the whole flagging um
oh,
and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm even bringing
I don't
something
think
to
the
you
doc.
that's being, I'm saying to you, even I'm even bringing to you something that is a sign of, or somebody saying that he has doctored something,
Yes,
right?
I don't think the flag team stuff is doctored,
Okay,
but
so you don't believe that the flag team stuff is doctored, and that is your opinion. I'm
mhm.
neither here nor there in it. I'm just listening to all the things that are being said. But if there's a history of people doing certain things, that would be more inclined to make you think that they probably did a thing, even if they didn't do it. It's kind of like, say, if Hitler was still alive and all of a sudden a Jew came up missing, one might think he did it because he has a history of doing things like that, right?
Huh?
Okay, so now
I am
to
confused.
this point, right? I do believe when it comes to those text messages about flagging, that quite a few of it was accurate, like it, but I do feel like he should have went back, right? So he should have had a month of communications where he was part of the communications, and one could see what he said or how his engagement was in the situation across the board. But even if he went that far back in a situation, it still would have been problematic. Then it'd have been like, oh, well, that don't sound like him. Like, he couldn't win for losing in that situation. Like he wouldn't win. It is just what it is. If you don't like him, then it's gonna be that. And if you do like him, then it's gonna be probably something else. Me though, I'm keeping it fair across the board.
Mhm.
Across the board.
Yeah, yeah.
Period. So, and if I wasn't, then I wouldn't, concede to or listen to or say, hey, you have a point there, to whatever people are bringing.
Mhm.
So at this point, it would just be basically if a person has a problem in regards to me, it's just you just don't like me. And probably primarily because you don't like Shakim. Or maybe you just didn't like me prior to that, and now this is just a reason to tag in. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the reason is, it's more like a personal problem at this point.
Wait, you talking to me?
Not you,
Okay, okay.
generally.
Yeah.
But
TMO.
I know
Wait.
you've been but I know your ass been playing my damn lives, Goosey.
Oh, I played the other day. I played the little bit where you guys, where cooling was on there.
How did you end up, were you in my skybox, Goosey?
I went through it a little bit,
Why?
and then I don't know.
Yeah, I'm of
I
no
watch
consequence, of no
I watch
importance.
everyone's streams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I just scrolled through the stream.
Yeah, but why do you keep doing that, Goosey?
What do you mean?
Why do you keep playing my shit and don't at least give me a warning and say, hey, Sincere, you mind if I play this or anything? You
I
don't
Hey,
be
think
going.
it's just
Rodney.
odd?
I be going live random times. I never plan.
Okay. Yeah.
Hell, any part
How
of my
she end up?
stream.
I got a question because I didn't know y'all was cool. Like, how did she end up on your link intoxicated, making a fool and a mockery out of herself?
Who are you talking about? Dot?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were talking about cooling.
Oh, you talking about Cooling on my live? Well,
Yeah.
me and Cooling, we have our here and theirs. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mm.
But she came over, hit the link because I don't feel no type of way about Cooling. It's just every now and then she get a little emotional and she take a couple of jabs at me, and then also sometimes when she's trying to stand up for the trifecta or whatever, she have to show her allegiance unto, and then I say a little couple of things
Mm-hmm.
and get past that shit, right? But
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like been the existence of me and Cooling's relationship. I just know that she's, I just know Cooling is Cooling. So I don't take it no way or another. And when she does decide to pop up and kick it, kick it as long as you. And now it doesn't mean she ain't gonna get my ass because she might just turn around and I might turn my back for a half a second. She'll be like, da, 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 bitch. Like, God
Let's
dang.
go.
You know what I
If you
mean?
know,
Like,
right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, again, I equate it to like, it's just being on the block, shit. Fuck it.
Y'all
There.
just said you don't listen to them. You just said you don't listen to them. Nobody on here pays my bills. It's been almost 3 months. Move on or not, I don't give. What the hell
Who
is
don't
going
listen to,
on?
who don't listen to who?
What she say? Wait, you just said you don't listen to them, so I don't know.
I don't listen to who?
I don't know.
There's some people I don't fucking listen to. I can name those people, but I choose not to. But if I do happen to be in your skybox or I do pay attention from time to time, I don't personally feel a way about you. I really just don't. Like, I'll be in Brianna's skybox from time to time. Not all the time. That's because I personally don't feel a way about her.
Hey Saida, you can
Huh?
use any of my streams. I don't care.
No, well, thank you, Goosey. That's so sweet of you.
She don't even play nobody else strings on her page.
Facts.
Well,
I
if you
mean, I
want to
think
get
he's
it,
missing the point, but everybody misses the point when it comes to me.
no, I don't miss the point. My thing, I just go live at random times and just go through things. So
I
nothing's
mean,
like
you know what I'm saying?
pre-planned.
It's nothing to look at over on my channel. Ain't nothing happening over there.
Nah. You got some stuff. But no, if you're interested in the whole Mia and Dot thing, you can play my stream. I don't
Nobody
care.
cares about them.
Y'all don't
Please
care
Nobody
about
don't.
that
cares
shit.
about
Please
them.
don't.
Y'all slipping. That's some good shit right there.
You
No,
just got
well, it's
touched
good
on
shit
because
to
you
you
was
because you
rubbing one out. Hey,
look,
Blackberry.
you have to understand Goosey. Goosey is like telenovela, Days of Our Lives,
I'm
reality
just saying,
TV.
they said when he found him a girl that was gonna give him a piece of me, he left the internet. So just imagine one flashing him.
Well, Goosey, I said you bisexual. Well, I didn't say you're bisexual. I think you might be gay. Are you gay?
Nope.
Are you serious?
Are you sure?
Very. Mm-hmm.
You said, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, wait a minute.
Girl,
No,
you
I'm
crazy.
gonna lie, Goosey. I was giving you bisexual because when you said you had a girlfriend, they say, wait, you was with a woman. So
I don't
that's where
have
that
a. I don't.
came from.
I don't
He
have a
definitely
girlfriend.
was
I just
with a
have.
woman. Like, I remember when his nose was wide open. He left us, left all the reality TV shows, and said, "Bye, bitches." He was gone.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely happened. I witnessed it. I said, "Ain't no more Zeus. Ain't no more baddies X, Y, and Z for the
Nope.
love of whoever the fuck. No more. It was just
Nope.
he's out."
Damn, was you a virgin?
Like
When?
a virgin.
Then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
weren't
that's why.
virgin then, Goosey?
That's
Mm-hmm.
why.
Oh, wow.
So that
So
was
let's
his
start
first
this
piece of me. And she didn't fuck
conversation.
your head up and y'all ain't together. So I said to you, you stronger than they think.
No, I
Well,
am.
he was with her at least 2 years. Three. I want to
Oh,
give three strong. Am I wrong about that?
No, it was like, yeah, it was like two.
Two. Okay. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Two or
A
one.
different side to
I don't
Boosie.
remember
Let's
at this point.
go.
Do you
I
feel more?
never.
Do you
I
feel
never
more
did
skilled
anything.
now?
I never did anything with her though.
Wait. Say what? Who you do with a? Okay. Okay. Now I know what happened. You never did anything with that girl, but you liked her. But in the process, you were with a madam or a hooker. That's why you like
No,
D Dot.
wrong.
Because a whore was
No.
pregnant
I
you.
I mostly talked to that girl on some online shit.
But
but
who
we
was
never.
giving you the
But I met
nana?
The
last
fact
year. I
that
met a girl.
Was she a whore?
No,
You didn't pay for it, Goosey?
no, I don't pay for it.
She just randomly came out and said, "Here, Goosey, let me give you the nana."
Had to talk to her for a bit, but
What was you talking about?
Oh my God.
I mean, what was you saying? Act like you gonna push up on me and say
Ah.
something.
I'm gonna put it upon you.
Yeah, just act like you trying to get with me. I want to hear what you got to say.
Do you? Nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm old as dirt. 999,000 years old. It's hard to
If you
talk that
don't
shit
stop
to my
playing,
ass.
how the hell you old as dirt?
I am. I've been around since the beginning. When in the beginning was the word. I was there. They just don't mention me.
I have
I don't
no
know why.
game.
I think it's very unfair. I should have got mentioned, but I was there.
Listen, I have no game. But I can talk. That's it.
So what were you talking about?
He was talking to her about the Real Housewives. Wait, the Real
The
Housewives of
Baddies
Atlanta.
Club
And
and
they made
stuff.
a connection.
No,
Let's
no, no,
go.
no, no. Mm-mm.
Hey, Muffy.
The other girl I
Baddies
talked
and all
to,
that stuff.
the other girl I talked
Hey,
to,
Auntie Fruity.
she watches Potomac, but I don't
Oh,
watch Potomac, so I can talk to her about that shit. But
so you sure it wasn't like a Heidi Fleiss type of thing?
nope,
Like an upper echelon whore?
nope.
Because all whores are not created equal. You know what I mean?
I don't do whores.
It's levels to those
Not
bitches.
my
Like some
type.
of them, are considered escorts, not whores.
Escorts, yeah.
Was it an escort?
Nope.
Did she give you any money?
I'm good, but I don't think I'm that good.
You better get good. I mean, you ain't getting no money.
I mean, she paid for dinner one time, so
Well,
one of them paid for dinner one time. I don't know.
Well, that was nice. That was, nice gesture.
Yeah.
No
Fruity
vacation,
lady said she needed a breather.
no outfits,
She's
no,
too close for comfort. Oh, wow.
huh?
Oh no, she be hot and cold. So
Oh.
But she older than you?
eh.
Don't let no older woman fuck your head up, Goosey. Don't do it. You're going to be walking around here bitter
For
and
that
miserable.
one.
Nah, she kind of hot and cold, but I'm kind of good off her right now. At least
Okay.
one of them. One of them. I have two, but
Oh,
one
they
left.
still around? Both of the brides are still around?
Both of the pros. One's leaving for somewhere else. And
I'm gonna tell you
then
this: don't never be enticed by a bitch that tell you she want to toot that ass up so you can look at it and she on her period.
Oh my
That's gonna
Lord.
scar you
Toots
for life.
nasty. Don't do that. Don't never stick your, in a broad that's bleeding. Don't do that. It's not kosher. It's nasty.
what's my favorite housewife show? Married to Medicine.
Oh. Yeah, they acting a fool right now over there Married to Medicine.
I haven't watched any of it yet.
Oh, okay. And I
Just the
don't know
new
why
season.
Quad is trying to get pregnant. I mean,
That's
she
my
should have gave
girl
a
right there.
Oh,
ago.
That's my
so
biggest
sister, if
crush.
you into shows like that, why you don't cover it?
Huh?
Well, because I don't really watch them
Oh, her.
consistently. I have been sick, right? And I just kind of start binge watching certain things. I even watched this show where I guess apparently everybody thought they were in heaven, but they actually were in hell and they were doing some kind of what was the name? Some kind of
Witchcraft.
simulation.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of that show? And I watched that series all the way through. I was watching all kinds of things, and then I came across Quad and them acting a fool, and I was like, yeah, she's trying to get pregnant. Then now that I feel better, I ain't watching none of the shows.
Yeah, I don't really. I only watch the reality TV stuff like once, like the whole season is done. I don't really watch much anymore. No, Finger
Mm-hmm.
Puppet is still saying Finger Puppet's still here, but I'm not really. I ain't texting Finger Puppet for like a week. She'll call me.
Who's that? Finger Puppet is a person?
Yes, it's a long story.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
But no, I ain't calling her for a bit. She'll call me next week. She'll FaceTime me. I'll be like,
So look, is Hoes with Heart coming back or no?
I don't know.
I think I've seen them not. Maybe let me be
Well, they
quiet.
went live like last week, but like, are they coming back? That's what I want to know. Like, are they gonna?
Whenever the schedules align.
Oh, I like them.
Okay, so are you and Goofy finna sit up here and talk, or y'all want to end and go be nosy?
I end and go be nosy because I got things to do.
Oh, look at what's going on. I'm in the clouds mostly today, but yeah.
Brianna laughed, so I want to hear what she got to say.
All right, Goosey, I just had to give you a hard time. Anyways, I'm up out of here, y'all. Bye.
All right, bye.